Oh, hi! Welcome to Force at a Dive. I'm Matthew Mercer, your 19th tavern keeper, and I'm so excited to bring y'all a warm and fuzzy, comfy, cozy holiday dive. So put on some jammies like we did, pour some hot cocoa, and pray that our producers don't hide creepy plastic Santa somewhere. I may have shattered Ashton into a million little pieces, but now he's back together, and Taliesin Jaffe is here to talk about it. Everything's fine. Ladna felt some kind of way about Ashton's actions, so she wandered into the forest and made a creepy doll while cuddling with a necromancer ghost lady, Marisha Ray. Everything's fine, right? Everything's fine. On a lighter note, Travis Willingham's Ford went full Fabio and finally proposed to Jester in front of a crowd of 10,000 people. We're talking about our live show. Everything's fine. And in the spirit of giving back, as your host for this evening, I'll be doing a little Dungeon Master player interview, where instead of them begging me for intel, I'm gonna be asking them questions about the campaign thus far. Which for me will be a nice break from Dungeon Mastering nonstop and doing scenes with like 5 different NPCs all at the same time.
Ah, humbug! What flimflammery is this?
It's the holiday episode of Force at a Dive, Scrooge, Matt. I'm hosting it.
This silly little experiment of a talk show? What a ridiculous caprice.
Come on, Scrooge, Matt, the folks at home really want to know more about Critical Role and what goes on behind the scenes.
What will you be doing in the C block? A hot dog eating contest while Danny asks you leftover taken questions?
No, we're playing our version of Candyland with a bunch of Critical Role twists.
Ha! Good luck with that. Fine, have the day off. Host your silly little talk show. I have to go back to sleep and run a one-shot for my ghost buddies, so keep it down out there. Shh.
Welcome to Force at a Dive! Let's do a fucking holiday show! Yeah! Welcome back! Let's begin the night with our open discussion segment. What the fuck is up with that? What the fuck is up with that? I'm gonna grab my menu here that I keep in.
There's so much, and it's just
look. This is the After Dark.
look at his little
here.
tail poking out of his long johns.
It's like a little hairy nose.
Look at that.
I've
2 eyes and a nose.
I've already lost control.
This is the show.
This is why I'm not the host normally. Things that happened. A lot of things happened actually. The shard happened.
Shard?
Yes. Ashton sharded so hard that he died briefly.
When?
Twice.
I mean,
I don't think.
Oh God!
That's what I've been saying the whole time. It's the shart of
Shart.
the
Yeah.
of
Never
Roshan.
gamble on a shark.
No.
No, but there was. The dormant shard that was within Ashton, and then the recovered spark of Roshan,
bro.
and then you put them both in.
Yeah.
Bro.
How'd that go?
Well, I mean, how'd that go, or how did we get there? There's a bunch of different
Yes.
questions
Yes. Both.
there. So
Both, please.
you know when you're in like an escape room, and you figure out the puzzle, and then like the puzzle's broken because the thing that's supposed to come off the wall is like stuck. And you eventually pull the thing off, and they're like, "What did you do? You broke the escape room." And you're like, "But that was just all entirely in my head. I had just found," and like you can trace it back, and you're like, it makes perfect sense to get there, but they're just watching, going, "What the fuck is going on?" So, yeah, I just and I was not alone. Like Ashley came on that journey with me, and was like, "This makes total sense," and we were. And up until the moment where it didn't, we were like, oh, okay, I can see how this would, all right. Literally, we were sitting there going, yeah, this makes total sense.
What was the moment? When was the moment that you were like, uh-oh?
10 rolls.
Oh, at the end of the 10 rolls?
No, at the beginning of like, so we're gonna have 10 rolls, and it was like, 10. 10. 10?
I feel like I may have misinterpreted.
Oh shit. Yeah, it was like, okay, we got here in a weird way, so.
It was also nice because in the conversation that you and Fern had just before that, this attraction became at least clear to me for the first time.
Yeah.
That whole energy was a poppin'.
It was there, and is usually also a very bad sign with this sort of person. If you've known anybody like this in your life, that's the moment that they find a gremlin partner is usually the moment everything goes really horribly wrong. And there was also some definite character hubris happening of like, you know, building up. Just the build up of like, oh, there's this destiny and there's all this stuff happening and your parents, and it's just like, oh, fuck, God, this is who I was supposed to be, shit, fuck. And then it was like, oh no, this is who I was supposed to be, which was a complete fuck up, just like my parents. So
It was fascinating.
yeah.
It was like,
There's some interesting and personal parallels there too, but yeah, carry on.
no, fair enough, fair enough. No, it was interesting. From a GM standpoint, like,
No, I give him he's looking for crumbs.
Just making sure
Oh, is that
you're
what he's doing?
eating the holly.
yeah, don't eat the plastic stuff.
No, I
Yeah,
gave
that
him
worked
a
great
cookie
telling me
and now
that.
he's-
I know.
10 rolls.
10 rolls.
Don't eat
No,
this
it was fascinating because I don't know. For me, I was trying to set a very clear, like, this would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Without considering, as I'm always considering 7 different characters, that one
Yeah.
of the characters is the kind of character to be like, bad idea, bet. Like,
This
it
is a
was
bad idea.
Yeah, like
Don't touch it. Anything.
and
can
what's
happen.
what's great too is
Yum.
is the minute it began to turn towards making the really dangerous choice, in my head I went, oh, of course. Why didn't I see this coming? Why didn't I prepare for this? Well, let's see what happens now, because oh no.
Yeah, it was, I mean, like, in my defense, and thank you for that. In my defense, you have a character who is literally broken and has a thing in them, and you're like, this is the other half. Now don't put it in you. I'm like,
I see.
okay, I'm broken. This will fix everything. Clearly, this is the thing that's got,
The
no.
missing Lego piece.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the odd lesson.
Literally.
The odd
That's
lesson.
so much like extrapolation and
It's
like.
not though.
But we never heard you have a broken thing inside of you. We heard you have a thing that needs to be activated.
It's not a broken thing inside.
You were the broken thing.
Literally broken.
No, I know
Everything
that.
about this character
kidding.
is damage.
But I'm just saying that is to your point, it is a fascinating little psychological experiment because all of us were like, oh, you gotta activate the other one by putting it inside, like, I don't know, Fern.
Sure.
And then maybe the other one will like wake up when it's done properly.
Mm-hmm.
And your self-loathing ass heard something totally different.
Yeah. Ashton's self-loathing ass was, this is how I find out just how much was robbed from me.
Ah, interesting.
So now I'm going to be powerful enough to like actually punish the people who ruined my life.
Uh-oh.
Then you realize
Well, and then
maybe
a lot
the
happened.
call was inside the house.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
and then yada yada yada. Here we are.
And then there was like that. In the end, there was the. I don't think I was actually robbed. I think maybe I was saved from. Maybe on a certain level it was better, and maybe I've just been kind of projecting a lot. Yeah, there was a lot happened.
Yeah.
A lot's been learned. I mean, I was gonna say, you say that. I've been this person before, so I'm definitely like, I've been
No,
like,
that's valid.
Yeah, no, I've been like oh, why have I been thinking that? And had everyone around me go, I don't know.
Yes, yeah. No, I'm not confused about any of that.
Because we
That
know
I understand.
we know who it's supposed to go to.
You know, I would have been fine.
The shard is
would've
bigger
been
than I am.
It would.
Roll 10 times. Dead on the first one.
Dude,
His little heart couldn't take it.
the minute that started going down in my head, I was like, oh boy, okay.
I watched.
We've been here before.
Okay. Taliesin,
Yeah.
am I gonna have to kill you again on
Bro,
okay.
it was so evident on your face.
Yeah, no,
Like,
you were not hiding it.
The amount of unconscious acting and communication that was happening in between your hairline and your eyeballs. Like, take away the eyes, a little bit of the breath. There was so
It was
much
like an LA
like,
freeway sign happening.
Yeah, you were
oh
like,
boy, there's an accident on the 405.
we're gonna, okay. I was like, oh fuck, Matt's on a journey.
Legit, like, it would have potentially needed half of the Botox in Los Angeles to stop that.
Oh,
I had forgotten about that fucking ring of temporal salvation.
yeah, no, I was like sitting there going like, I think this might be the thing that gets me through this, and yeah, so.
Well, then like
Damn.
Yeah.
Liam and Sam, bless their sweethearts, like running up and being like, "Do something!" And I remember Travis and I looking at each other like, "What? What do you want us
the blood hunter
to do? Yeah, what do you want a dead girl with no healing spells?"
Hey,
And
stop it!
yeah.
I'm gonna throw a tire iron at the fucking reactor that's melting down.
Come on, you didn't have a tire iron.
His ears are blowing up. I was like, holy fuck. I
will say,
could
like,
throw a healing
By the sixth roll, all I could think is, man, no one's gonna remember how Lana fucked up this episode. That's just gone. Every dark bargain, we're like, no, that's off the table now.
Yeah.
I leaned over to you at one point and I was like, did I miss something? Is he trying to, is this it? Is this the end? And you're like,
I'm pretty sure we were all on the same page.
For once, I had a backup character.
Except
Good, good.
Well,
you actually do?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, fool me once.
You have a kitchen fire, you buy a fire extinguisher. Like, come on.
That's valid.
I should get a fire extinguisher, I guess.
You should probably do that.
Always do that.
No
Well,
regrets, but yes.
No, of
carry
course,
on.
of course. I say to that point, now that absolved itself,
Yeah.
with some consequence,
I
there are some rippling ramifications in the group dynamic.
I know.
which is really fascinating.
About fucking time. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's. There's something really fascinating about the build towards the scope of this story and the trust that has been built. And like on the eve of stepping into the unknown, everything just gets a wrench thrown in it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's
I can't help
it's
but
an
do it.
unexpected, like all the reasons we play this game. One of those unexpected, what the hell is happening now moments, and the narrative has taken such a left turn, and now like, in a weird way, we get to relearn how everyone deals with the loss of trust and kind of the coming group therapy that's obviously going to be required to kind of get us back to a place where everyone feels confident going into the terrifying unknown. And I'm kind of loving it. I'm
And who they're going to be on the other end of it. Because there's still some shit to talk about. and It's not all mine. I mean, I've got plenty, but
Yeah.
there's other stuff.
It was kind of like being in a forward staging area in the Lord of the Rings and Gandalf's Spear. I was like, on the 5th day, look to the east. I'll arrive at first light. And then being like, row Huron to the And I was like, we're not going? We're not going? He's blowing up. Oh, wait. All the orcs are down there waiting. We're like, the bug? Cap standing there, all the portals start opening up in Endgame. And on your left. Jesus.
How many times have y'all said that every person in Bell's House is a powder keg waiting to
Oh, yeah?
explode?
Yep.
yeah. And it kind of just took one little spark to kind of set the whole thing aflame.
Now there's like 2 others that are just about to pop, and now and that's all.
Couple more.
All been lined up like dominoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
speak of that same point, little interesting moment happening there in the depths of Whitestone Castle, having a direct conversation with your patron in the presence of 2 other companions.
Uh-huh.
How are you enjoying this chaos?
You.
it's great. It's great. It's great. I mean, having Fern and Imogen down there to like witness with the little like ghost moment, it was a little bit of that moment where I imagine anyone in like a horror film where for like the first quarter or like half, they're like, it's just in your head. We need you to go see like a psychiatrist and get you some help. And then like a ghost comes out and they're like, holy shit, you were right. It feels a little bit like that, like a little bit of that validation of like, oh, this has been in your head the whole time? And I'm like, yeah. Not that, of course, this is not me, saying that I didn't think anybody believed me, obviously.
No?
That was not the case.
feel
Everyone
the
went
dream.
into my head to fight Delilah, so they knew it was there. But, yeah. But also, I was dead for that. So it's like a different life.
I was dead
That's
for
true.
that.
was
I
dead
was
for that
dead at
one.
the time.
Yeah.
Tax reasons.
I just realized there's a horrible face in the chest of that thing.
Don't
Speaking of-
look
oh my
at
God,
it.
I did. Well, I barely looked at it before.
What the fuck?
And there was a
Speaking of
horrible
horror films,
face in the. So
We all
there's
agree we stop looking in the rafters. Stop. Nothing good ever happens.
Why is that there? I don't like that. That's not festive.
it's the hidden Santa. Look, his arms and legs are bound too.
If you look, he's very quietly
Why
swaying.
is that there? This is like our own Wizard of Oz documentary. Like, this is that thing that's hanging in the trees in the background.
Should we get him down? Would you like us
That's
to get him
terrible.
down? Bring him here?
No, I don't want him anywhere closer to me at all. I don't.
That is genuinely
It's
awful.
awful.
I
What's
kind
the
of love it.
matter? Oh,
It's very,
Do it, don't look at me.
it's very Cronenberg, or something we'd fight in Kingdom of Death. It's not far from the atmosphere.
Yeah.
if that moves or
God.
drops, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I'm be so delighted.
Or I'll just be out.
Yep.
Microphone Pat coming with me.
I
would
mean,
not-
Taliesin's the one in the most danger right now.
Yeah, I would not put it past Schmidt.
It would not
honestly, to
attack
Put it on
Taliesin.
like a,
No.
on
He
a
is
drop
he is
lever.
an-
I'm into it. I'll see the dropping. I will grab, twist, and pull. I won't even make eye contact.
On that same note, I think it'd be important to discuss navigating inter-party conflict, given the fact that we've had it a handful of times in previous campaigns. This one, definitely an explosive moment of conflict, and figuring out what paths towards resolution can be possible. What are some healthy tenets of that experience and that navigation that you would want to both impart to our audience, but also just to discuss in general?
Yeah.
What's
Sorry,
a tenant?
A David
Tenth Doctor.
A
Tennant.
David Tennant.
Um,
I think it's.
Sorry.
I think it is. It's always important to understand, I think, with your fellow players and at any table, which isn't always the case, especially if it's like a new group, I think. Like, where is the very clear line that is understood between the character and yourself,
Yes.
right? Because there are some things, I'll just speak for myself, there are things that I like to do when I'm playing that are very button pushy because I want to see what Matt made, right? Even if it's bad.
Sure.
There are things that I want to do as like thinking in the character's mind because it's like story related or it seems like a challenge or something like that. And then there are other times where I think it's going to make the story better. And so I know it's a bad idea or that it's fucked up or that it's wrong or that it is poorly motivated or maybe even like contradictory, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
Because I want to see what happens.
Happens, yeah.
And that's also a little button pushy, but it's kind of like, there's a little voice in your head sometimes that goes like, that would be the most fucked up thing to say to somebody in this case. And I wouldn't do it in real life.
Yeah.
This isn't real life. It's an adventuring story.
So what you're saying is you're driven by intrusive thoughts at the table.
So very much so. Very much so.
I'm gonna say I think you saved the party last episode,
Oh?
in my opinion, at least for me.
By being like, you should go.
That was amazing, and that was
What a terrifying moment.
I like it was like, oh, there we go. That's what I needed. I was like, there's too much. There was just too much weird, softer, there was.
Yes.
Also, no one was like really. Oh, how to put this? Not that I'm gonna like get into people's RP because that's not how this works. But like, it wasn't soft either. But like, there was no one was either pushing too hard or reeling in too.
There was no
too
like
gentle.
slap to the face.
It was just like all this kind of,
Yeah.
and like, like things would get said and then things would get, but it was like no one's really taught, like much like a normal argument, like no one's actually talking or listening to anything. They're just venting for like episodes, these characters' episodes of like pulling shit together.
That's why our table is so fascinating to me, and maybe it's obviously so near and dear to my heart, but why it's so unique too is we all like listen to what's happening, and even though all of us were like, what the fuck just happened, there were a few people that started to like take the lead with that, and then Ashley or Fern just left. And I was like, I would follow Fern, plus you can't let Fern go. I don't know what she's gonna do, so we've got to keep it. And so I was just out of it, and then it was like, okay,
Yeah.
that conversation went where it was gonna go, and I felt like if there was nothing else to be said, like nothing else would have been said. But it did feel like there was like 1% left.
Something had to happen,
Yeah.
and like Ashley and I had already talked a little bit about what was going to happen.
Yes.
Like we were already, she kind of like, is it weird that I want to do this? I'm like, no, we're fucking doing this.
Yeah.
Just in a like general vibes of like, this is where I'm going to push it. If that works, I'm like, yes.
Well, I think to the topic too, that's a very good example of when there is party conflict, ensuring that there is still trust and comfort on where it's going to go.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for 10 years, more than 10 years since the home game. And there's a lot of trust that we've gained with each other. And even then, it's still important every now and then to check in and be like, hey, do you feel comfortable if I push this button a little harder, if we like, make this conflict brew a little harsher, and not resolve it immediately? Like, are you interested in exploring where this can go, good or bad? And being like, yes, or like, I don't know, my life's kind of tense and I don't know if I can deal with conflict in the game too strongly because I'm going through stuff right now. These are the important conversations to have for everyone's kind of mental health and well-being. Because if your game at home with your friends is your escape, and then moments of that game become extremely emotionally distraught, and that overlaps with challenges in your own life, that can be a very difficult thing to go through. So these conversations are very important to have. So I think it's cool that you guys still, after all this time, can still check in and be like, is this cool if we keep pushing on this?
I was like, thank God I had a couple. I was like, oh yeah. Thankfully, there's a little time because we had the live. I was like, yeah, just give me a week to just be like, oh, get that out of my system.
Yeah.
But like,
How'd that go again?
From fundamental in the fundamental.
Schwarzenegger's Total Riegel.
I mean, like, but this is a thing that like has happened either. Like this is a thing that happens in home games. The weird thing here is I've never seen this happen on the internet.
Live,
which is
live
weird.
in front of thousands of people.
Yep.
But it is a thing that happens where you accidentally pull the wrong, the wrong brick, and you're like, oh God, things fell down that shouldn't have fallen down, and now this is going to take a little bit to fix. Mm-hmm. And some games fall apart, and some games don't. And it's, maybe once before I've been the problem. Maybe once. But it is interesting seeing what happens to a game where like something happens, and sometimes people do it intentionally. Clearly, I did not do this intentionally.
No, yeah.
This was, oh boy, to not go
It's also not like
at all how I expected.
It's so funny.
It's
not the problem either. Like in the moment, I think, because there have definitely been previous moments in other campaigns where somebody will make a choice and you don't agree with it, or you're like, what the fuck?
What do we
and afterwards you're like, I'm not ready to talk about this right now, right? Like you take that moment, but to your point, like there's the trust, there's the friendship, you come back, you talk about it, and you realize that you're creating it together. And so really, the question is like, what do you do next?
Yes.
Like what's the follow-up
Yes.
be, right? And that was what was so beautiful is, I mean, I remember going like, what the fuck is Taliesin thinking? And then after it was done, and you look at where it is, like all your personal biases aside, it's the juiciest thing ever.
So
once you have
It's
it,
so prime for a million different things to happen.
boy, someone's gonna go one episode back of Four-Sided Dive and see Ashley and I literally like talking about this amongst ourselves about how we're gonna do this, and just having a great time, going like, this will be amazing, it's gonna be great. Giggling like fucking school kids.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's a before and after if you want to go back to
check
the
that
Twitch
now.
chat.
I'm gonna have to.
Liam actually texted me and he was like, I'm going back and I'm watching the last
Watch it.
Four-Sided Dive.
It's there.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, we were like we were so excited.
Yeah, and I think it's wild. We were kind of talking about this, after the game. Like, the emotions are real, and I think what you just have to do, if you want to attempt to play a game like this in your home game, is to just be cognizant and aware that while yes, like the emotions are real, which makes it so gratifying, you still need that one extra layer of awareness to be able to separate, the fact that while the emotions are real, it is about fiction, and to try and be kind of looking at it from that objective standpoint. And yeah, I mean, I think we were able to walk away from this one. First initial thought being like, what the fuck? And then second thought was like, well, this is going to be fucking fascinating.
How are we
to
gonna
explore
fixing
next
this is going to
game.
be weird.
Yeah.
Isn't that great though?
I've never played such a dumb fuck before.
Like that's the best part about it, is that people that don't get tabletop role-playing games are like, I don't get it. It's not real. You're just making stuff up, right? And people that do get it are like, but it is real. Like you're telling a story and it's tangible, to us, and because I'm upset, it means like I care.
Yes.
I care about it,
Yes.
which is really wild. I mean, it's true. It's fiction. Like, we are sharing memories of things and victories and triumphs and defeats and tragedies that are just words. It didn't actually happen to anyone, but it has, and it's happened to us and
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands of millions of other people. Like, that's fucking
And
wild.
It's wild.
And like I won't go into details for reasons, but like this came so on the tail of like me delving into some like personal shit in my past and finally getting into it that seemed really important, and finally opening up that box and being like, this is just worthless. And it's been fucking you up forever. What is like opening and going, what? This is what I've been having a fucking meltdown about for 30 years? What the, oh God.
Like putting some light on it totally changed.
Was all that, it was just like, what the fuck have I wasted my time on?
Woof.
Could have written a book, I don't know.
Woof.
Yeah, and like, and then a week later this happens. I'm like, oh, there we are. That's
Accidental
shit.
therapy.
You really nailed it. It was kind of terrifying, but
Purely intentional.
I needed a fucking dare. Thank you. Stop talking to my psychiatrist. I needed a dare.
I also feel like D&D games can be almost like a tarot card reading or a horoscope in that way, where like you will end up finding and pulling out like the meaning that you want to find, and
Also valid.
whether it's like necessarily there or not. It's all about your
I did
own
talk to a
reflection.
psychologist,
And
though.
I will also admit I did build this character a bit about some shit that was going on, and it definitely has resolved in a very.
What? That's so unlike you.
I know. That's why they're fun and why I get weird. But thank you. I needed a dare, and it was the dare.
That's fun.
Will
I'll also
though,
say it
like,
was Fern saying that finally broke it.
Oh yeah.
That was the. Nope.
I think to put like a above the table like button on it though, since
yeah.
that was kind of where the question came from.
Good question.
Like, if you do want to play this type of a game at home, obviously like open communication with your fellow players is incredibly important to all the things that Matt was talking about, but also it can be a very thin line sometimes between exploring dramatic, bold, fucked up character choices versus making selfish choices that ruin everybody else's fun at the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I think it is like, and I think we've always had a pretty good balance at that. And even if it like through all of our campaigns, if it starts to skirt that line into like, okay, not fun anymore though, then we all talk about it and get past it. But
Genuinely, sometimes you don't see them coming at all. Like
Sure.
that's the crazy thing is when you end up in that room like, oh, I thought this was the bathroom. Oh no. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. We're gonna walk. Oh fuck. Yeah.
yeah.
Like that's the weirdest thing is when you walk into that room and you're just like this didn't even occur to you that like this was weird
Yeah.
at all. Especially since you've been talking to someone else who's like, this seems like a great idea. You're like, yeah. And then, oh no.
That's all good. Speaking of weird.
Yes, please. Talk
Talk
about this forever.
The Mighty Nine reunited. We had our live show in Wembley Arena.
What the actual fuck is up with that?
It
weird.
still feels like a fever dream, like
Yeah.
a
Yes.
shared hallucination.
Blacked out like
that-
3 times.
Yeah.
Well, we got back from London and just went right back into work the next day.
Of course.
Haven't stopped going.
What else do we
since.
do?
So I genuinely don't think I've actually fully processed it yet.
No.
Yeah, did you ever have those
I'm
moments?
unpacked.
And I mean, you certainly did because you were facing out, Matt. But we'd be looking down the table, and then every once in a while, I'd like look out left, and I was like, "Don't look over here." Like, it's 10,000 people over there looking at us. You're like, "That's not real."
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep looking at my friends.
Yes. Keep the bubble.
I had 3 eye lines. I had table right, table left, and the black void,
Yes.
where the lights were so bright in my eyes that all I could see was
There's
shadow
nothing.
outside of them, where it was nothing. And every now and then I hear like a laugh, but it was like this terrifying nightmare cackle of thousands of people at once, and I'd be like, "That's not real." Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Keep going. Man, I was so nervous when that started. I was so nervous. I eventually got there, but like, it took me about 5-10 minutes to recover from just the noise of the stage entrance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we were shell shocked. That auditory blast totally EMP'd all of my circuits.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like you come out there and you're like, I'm gonna do some cool thing, and that sound wave hits you, and like it's just.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
my best description for it was like the scene in the Doctor Strange movie when the Ancient One knocks the soul out of Stephen Strange for
Oh,
a
God.
second.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Ray.
It was like, okay, get the soul back in the body. Oh God, it's taking too long. Okay, I'm back.
It's also like impossible to describe too, because like you got that video when I got the how do you want to do this at the end. And so it's like this, but it's from this, like your cell phone, which noise gates things.
Sure.
So every time I try and like play it to somebody, I'm like, I promise you couldn't hear yourself breathe. Like it was so loud. And it's like, people are like, oh, that's crazy. And I'm like, you don't understand.
Yeah, I think that was the thing. I was expecting in some small way, and this is because I'm a terrible person, that because it was such a large venue that like there would be a disconnect or maybe we'd lose them at somewhere or the energy. They were fucking with us for every single word. Yeah. Like for 4 hours, they were just right there with us. We would laugh, and like you said, there'd be thousands of people laughing with you, and you're like, ah!
Oh shit.
And it was amazing. They were one of the best audiences, if not the best. It was just stellar. I guess we just have to do it again and
Yes,
again and again
it's
and again.
a deeply core memory. that
Yeah, I
was
remember
unpacking.
when Liam was having his like intense Caleb moment,
Oh.
and it was just like silent. And I remember looking over and I could see like the stage cam ops like pushing in on him,
Yep.
and it was just like 10,000. Like there's an incredible force behind 10,000 people screaming, but then there's an equally yet powerful force between 10,000 people that are silent, and you're like, this is
Very
wild.
heavy.
Yeah.
I almost want to get tattooed. Thank God I'm not first. The minute they turn, I'm like, oh, good. I have a minute to breathe. Figure this shit out.
Man.
God, I'm not first.
Now, as far as the story for the live show, we got the Mighty Nine back together again, which is great. We had a Cobalt Soul break-in,
Oh my God, Floss.
in which our wonderful Daniel Sloss, who not just warmed up the crew at the beginning, but got to step in for, I believe, might have beaten Chris Perkins for
Apparently.
the
By like 40 seconds or
For-
something.
yeah, the
Splat
For
for
shortest.
the shortest guest run
Yep.
on the show.
Yeah, spurt.
Dude, what?
He tried to hit that record. He tried so hard.
He just
Bless
kept
him.
going in. I was like, man, I remember I was talking with him, the character, and I'm like, all right, cool. So, first off, would you be interested in guesting? He's like, I've never been more nervous about something in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it's also level 20, and I already have 7 players, so I can't keep you there the whole time. So I'll have to find an exit for you, whether that be you find your way out, or you just charge into danger. It's up to you. But, well, I can't
wonder
keep
what
you
he
for the
picked.
whole thing, so just find what exit feels right. I also set a lot of traps in there that were meant to affect level 20 characters.
Uh-huh.
So a level 5 character was not going to last long, and I was hoping that would be something dramatic. I didn't think it would be the disintegrate trap in your face.
It was
So
so good. When he turned around, he was like, that's good. You know what I mean?
You got Big Lebowski'd.
Yeah, straight up.
Really
Yo.
did.
Well, he got the whole like Mighty Nine dice roll gamut too. He got like a 1, a 20, and a 9 in his
That's right,
short
the
run.
trifecta.
Yeah.
So like he's done now. Like he doesn't have to play a game ever again.
Yeah, he
He
doesn't have to do
Yeah.
anything.
get all his merit badges in the mail. He's good.
He
That
is
was crazy.
such, I mean, we know this already, but he is such a sweetheart.
Yes.
Like, he's so down to earth. He's so great. His warm-up was absolutely hilarious. And then afterwards, he was like, that was the craziest thing ever. Like, he was genuinely so excited. I'm the biggest fan of his.
Yeah.
I know, it's always wild because you're like, you have Netflix specials,
Yeah, yeah.
HBO
several
specials,
of them, and he's like, this shit was crazy, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
He brought one of his teachers. He brought one of his teachers to see the show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of his
Like,
teachers was a critter.
holy, like, yeah, his little entourage was adorable.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
He's a good dude.
he's the best.
It's been
that guy.
it was wild. The whole man, I'm still processing that. And then this motherfucker at the 11th hour,
Nice.
like right before the denouement could kick in, is like, oh, and also proposal.
So cute.
Just slap us in the face with
We
it.
really had to be done. Like, we really had to finish. And I was like, nah. Laura, before the show, she was like, are we married? And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, Ford and Jester, are we married? It's been like a couple of years since the Ukatoa one shot. I was like, huh, no? She was like, oh, we're not? And I was like, does that disappoint you? And she's like, well, yeah, how many years has
7 years.
Jester, you're
Listen,
a fine
we're
girl.
we're
What a good
enjoying
wife.
ourselves. I was like, Yasha and Bo are hitched up. Like, you know, we can't just jump into it. And she's like, well, I would think if they were in love, we wouldn't just jump into it. It would probably feel like a natural thing. I was like, okay.
Laura will not rest until she's married in all 3 campaigns.
100%.
She's going to have 3 wedding episodes. Let's not even.
And
As she deserved.
but I was fucking with her. I was like, maybe we just get married during the London live show. She goes, oh yeah, okay. I was like,
Okay.
and then afterwards, like everything was winding down, and Sam said something that kind of teed it up, and I was like, yeah, you gotta leave it somewhere.
Yeah.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Gotta
love
do it.
Seize
It was
the opportunity.
Plus,
perfect.
it's hard to catch Laura like on her heels.
Yeah.
And, like she looked pretty fucking surprised.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Oh no. Yeah. I was sitting. I heard like air came in. It was really.
What was it like to propose to your wife again?
It was far more dramatic than the first time. I'm a very private person. Like we did it in private in Santa Barbara on like a little balcony at sunset. Very like intimate. I didn't do a big like flash mob or practical joke or something like that. So, 10,000 people is a bit of a publicity upgrade.
Yes.
There you go.
It was a big thing.
There you go. Well done.
And I also enjoyed being on the end because I could see all of your stupid faces react at the
You were
same time. Yeah, you stood up. Matt had this amazing expression. Liam literally went, what? And Taliesin was in the perfect Caduceus reaction. He was like, what's the what? And it was just like this sonar that kept like sweeping for this. And it was
Where did that
blank.
sound come from? There was a proposal I heard.
Oh, I think I told Laura and a couple people after the show, but like the whole Trent narrative, it came about when thinking of like a live show of this size, significance, tying in things that were both Mighty Nine related, but still tangential to things that are happening in C3, but without, because we were technically going back in time, it couldn't be anything that affected the current narrative for the main campaign so heavily, and what felt like a good toss in for this event, and that was where the Trent prison break idea came from. And I seeded it a little bit in campaign 3. I mentioned it a couple of times, like there was a prison break in Rexentrum that was kind of alluding to this. But my intent for it was after the first half of the confrontation in the destroyed house, was he was going to take that ancient like seal egg and jettison it into the middle of the village, and basically give everyone a Sophie's choice of like, you can come after me and get vengeance, or you can save all these people's lives and then get away. And I was gonna like let Trent continue to be a progressive like antagonist in the world that might, I don't know, link up with Ludinus or like find his own kind of challenge spaces.
Oh, God.
And then fucking Laura Bailey comes in with the anti-magic
Sphere.
like shell of the field, right? And
Field.
gets right up against him. And I'm like, fuck. Okay. Well, it's only 10 feet, which means on his turn, I can have him back out of it and go and still do what I was planning to do. And then both Bo and Yasha dart all the way across the whole fucking battlefield, get their 2 sentinel twins on him right there. And I'm like,
Stay down, bitch.
yeah. And I'm sitting here like in my head, which we had to be up at like 10:30 at the very latest. We already like overtime twice to
Because
get
they
where we were.
shut the tube down. It
They
wasn't
shut
like
the-
a
yeah.
venue thing. We don't get people to get stranded.
Yeah.
Yes.
Public.
And so I'm like,
It's
okay.
11. We had to be out by 11. We were not.
You were not by 11. We paid some fines. It worked out fine. It was worth it. But the at this moment, having to like keep the pace going, all eyes are on me while trying to organize this combat. In the back of my head, I'm like, what do I do? They fucked him over. Fuck. Wait. And I look up the spell real fast, and it says anti-magic shell or anti-magic field doesn't affect artifacts, and this is indeed an artifact. Like magic weapons of that power, items of that power. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna pull some Tears of the Kingdom shit, and he's gonna go ahead and take this item and take it into himself and transform into this massive beast that was just meant to be a terrifying distraction, Omentus, and now he tethered himself to this entity. So whatever Trent's narrative is in the future, if there ever is a narrative, he's bound to this ancient creature, Omentus. And then it went into a full-on kaiju battle, which was crazy.
Man.
No, not just a
As it
T-Rex.
should be.
A T-Rex that gets enlarged.
Our secret word.
Oh,
Which one?
T-Rex?
Kaiju?
T-Rex.
Oh.
Oh,
Red bell, ring-a-ding-ding.
you get to drink from the fire hose.
Brendan would be so.
I need my thing. I need.
Am I gonna get like slimed or something?
I hope so.
Yeah.
You have to pull from the tower.
Oh,
what
I
happens?
do?
Pull from
Yeah.
the tower.
Get up, motherfucker.
By the way, I would kill to do a few more Mighty Knight, even like dropping level a little bit, like down to 17 or something, just to make it a little less crazy.
No, I like the crazy.
You like the level 20? All
I
right.
do.
I mean, we were pretty
I liked it.
efficient.
Talk about my
We were like we work well together now. Like that
did.
team is solid.
Yeah, we also, like, what the audience doesn't know is we had 2-3 test battles
Yeah.
at level 20 before we did this.
Yeah, to
'cause
make
we
sure
were,
that
like,
everyone was like, what do
that
I
we
have?
understood what we had.
42.
Nice.
Nice.
Give me a second, you guys. Keep talking about the Mighty Nine.
Yeah, it
I'll
was-
let
Yeah,
you
no.
pull it back. Don't worry about it.
Towers always.
Like we had a lot of it. Like yeah, I had a whole this backstory. I'm like, oh, never mind. Let's just peace out. That's fine.
There's limited time.
Yeah, no. It's I would love to get to it, and I also
Winning one
love
shot.
not attacking. Like just trying not to.
I had
attack
a
at all.
whole
It's
ass, like,
great.
level, like, 19 ability that I didn't get to use
Yeah.
called, like, Empty Body or something.
What?
Where I can go invisible and also I'm just resistant to, like, all damage.
What?
'cause
For a
monks are
minute.
broken. But it
So
just takes
baller.
an action to do, and I was so
For
Dead.
a minute.
dead set on just trying to do damage and pin them down that I just never,
Yeah, an invisibility that doesn't
it.
break. It's not a concentration spell.
No.
You just become invisible like the spell. Monk's broken, man.
you're just getting pummeled by a
Function.
ghost.
Yep.
I can punch ghosts and I can be ghost who punch.
You are a ghost punch.
Yes.
Or a punch ghost.
Well, yes.
Either way, take your pick.
The ghost punch has become the punch ghost.
Yeah.
Shit.
I like how Omar has lumberjack pajamas.
He did.
Yeah.
He also has been snoring throughout this entire conversation, like right into my lav. So
That's perfect.
I'm sure.
Like with all the fur tamped down by the outfit, he's definitely kind of given like comfy water bear vibes. Like he's a full-on tardigrade.
Is
right
a
now.
little tardigrade, little lumberjack tardigrade.
Sorry, we have a question, don't we?
Oh yeah, no, you're good. I was just waiting. You're good. Because he is a little tardigrade. Okay, so from Kooky C,
Cookie C.
there have been a lot of callbacks and connections this campaign for both the players and the characters, from past PC cameos to guests choosing to come on as characters with surprising connections to the current PCs. Has there been a specific guest or cameo that stuck out to each player?
Ooh, good question.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
God.
Man, I'm biased, so it's hard to top Keyleth.
I'm.
Anyone from Vox Machina is pretty fucking awesome. Percy's been great.
Percy's
Vex has
been real great. I've been impressed with Percy.
Annoying every time I talk.
I think Ashton and Percy's dynamic has been interesting to watch.
Yeah, I finally got to just prove it. It's like they were. Yeah, these were. I got a lot of like Ashton is just Molly again. I'm like, no, it's just a similar. Or this is a Percy. This is another Percy run.
Yeah, but different ends of the spectrum.
Very different ends of the spectrum on both ends. But it's like it's a lot of the same issues. A different vibe, but like they're in a very similar orbit. And I was like, oh my god, I actually get to talk to
I will say, like,
similar round.
in the last game, because we've watched Ashton just be a douchebag.
Yeah.
Percy. But then that one moment where you came up and you're like, why'd you break all these windows?
Yeah,
That was so good.
so good.
So
So good.
good. And then like the moment of like understanding between the two of you
Oh,
where he
God.
gives you like good advice. And I was like, this is great. That was a full circle moment.
It was a really intensely full. It was perfect. I couldn't have been happier.
Yeah.
Oh, that goodness. Oh,
Man. Yeah.
It
Percy's
felt
very
every one of those
great.
windows,
Tempest
by the
is
way.
good. Vex is very contained. Like she's
Vex is
very
fun.
dignified.
Yeah, where is my girl? Where is Vexalia Derolo? Baroness,
part of the
the first
she's part of the
White House,
Tal'Dorei Council.
Coin mistress of the Tal'Dorei Council. Where is she?
She's in Tal'Dorei. She's with the. Look,
She's got a budget.
they're important people.
She's got a budget.
There's things outside of Whitestone that they're also involved in.
Yeah, but what about my feelings, Matt Mercer?
Your feelings are very valid.
Where's Max, Matt Mercer?
Tal'Dorei. We're not in Tal'Dorei. She's in Iman, and we're not in Amman.
Frequent
building stuff and
teleport
designing
miles
things
only go
for
so
Amon,
far.
Probably.
Guys,
Laura
go to
would say.
Amon. I want to see Vex.
All right.
I miss
Okay.
her.
Okay, I want to go to Amon too. It's been a minute.
Okay.
I want to see the post Thor deck.
I want to see Matt play Clay. Sorry, it's on my list.
I know we haven't run into. Well, no, that's not true.
You and Caleb.
Bo and Caleb.
Yeah.
But we need to run into more Mighty Nine people. Seeing Villia like
Gilmore would.
around was cool.
Yeah,
I'd love some gum.
in that's the thing.
Doing
It's like
stuff.
in my head, we talked about it a little bit like post campaign, but like Keyleth is the voice of the Tempest, and her mother, while she failed her Aramente, is still a prominent supporter of her daughter, and is very much kind of like in my opinion, almost like an Ashari diplomat for the Air Ashari,
Sure.
and kind of represents her daughter and the interests of her people.
Diplomatic immunity.
You're so distracting, Omar.
I know.
No.
It's wonderful.
Get a job.
Thank you for. I would love to see more of the Dorolo
Yes.
kids, but thank you for my favorite. So.
He's earning his keep
It's-
right now.
There's also a balance I have
Yeah.
to maintain, of like you're going to a place again that has so many characters that you already know, and it can't just be the me show.
Oh no, I'm just
'Cause
being
I
Wizard
hate
Magazine
that.
here. I'm not
Why
being a
not?
real
Well,
person.
we love it.
I don't.
We get to sit back,
I don't.
eat our
dinner?
Werther's originals, and enjoy life.
That's
It's
my
the
job.
best.
My job to sit back and watch you guys talk for 2 hours.
Negatory. No.
Speaking of which, we're gonna move on to the next section of topics. What the fuck is up with that? Matthew interviews his players.
Oh boy.
Oh, a subsection.
A subsection.
Oh, what?
Yes, I'm going
no.
to interview you. I don't have to answer any questions. You do. First question. How y'all doing?
How you
Oh,
doing?
good. Oh, good.
All right.
Yeah, doing
All right. I'm doing okay.
Good. Is it
A little tired, but okay.
That's okay.
Tried to take a nap today, failed.
I'm wearing comfy pajamas.
Comfy pajamas.
Yeah, it's pretty dang comfy.
I usually don't wear comfy pajamas at home because I run hot like a werewolf and usually sweat. Like if I try and wear pajamas in bed, I'll just wake up a sweaty mess. But these are comfortable.
These are super
We
comfy.
make good stuff.
We do.
We also have the studio refrigerated for that purpose.
Hey, thanks. y'all.
Thanks, everybody.
Also, the fire's not real. That helps.
All right, next question. What surprised you most so far this campaign?
Ooh,
What surprised you the most so far in this campaign?
surprises
where do I
the
start?
most? Oh my god.
The lewdness has just kind of been sitting in the background this entire time. That he's as old as the Calamity, possibly, and we don't know what that means. I have so many deep conspiracy theories about lewdness and the matron and the prime deities, and I can't do anything about them. There's a lot.
I think the moment of Vax getting turned into a marble and that whole thing being like, when we realized afterwards that the whole thing was a trap and a setup, and what happened with Orum and his backstory and the initial attack, and then getting Keyleth and Vax and all of that was just part of the big master plan. It's like, fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck, we walked right into that shit. Everyone did.
Yeah.
It's that moment of like, there's always that moment in D&D that I feel like you're like, oh, okay, we're walking into a trap, right? And everyone knows they're walking into a trap, but the gamble is like, but how bad is it gonna be? And can we still like thwart it in some way, shape, or form?
That's fair. I thought we were doing pretty well. Matt gave off that
Yeah.
vibe that like, oh, you're doing very well in your descent into the key.
You were.
I was like, oh, great.
And,
Yeah.
It could have gone far worse.
and then you get there and you're like, oh, this isn't even about us. They're
Yeah.
like, literally, if we'd showed up, they'd be like, they don't have ID badges. Like that was the level of like, there was so much worse shit happening.
We were
Yeah.
so low level and insignificant. That dude was just carrying out a one-act play and just didn't care. Like, there was a werewolf that jumped on his back at some point and he just was like,
Whatever. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
When we dropped the
Yeah.
airship on him, it was like, this is gonna be fucking awesome. Airship comes crashing down. He's like,
Fuck our airship.
oh, damn it, our airship.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh,
Pretty good.
That was expensive.
Archmage, head of the Cerberus Assembly. Airship's not gonna scratch him too much.
yeah, well,
It fucked up a lot of the Ruby Vanguard, and definitely kind of set them back a bit, which is good.
He's also old enough that there may have been that like, fool me twice, you know.
Also valid.
you
point.
think this is the
First
time
airship
I've
someone's
been
trying to throw at me.
Head?
Amateurs, read a book. Oh. Sorry.
It was the biggest escalation of 19 misses. Like in campaign 1, swinging a 19 at the dragon when they attacked him on and realized that missed. We were screwed and we had to get the fuck out of there. That was one thing. But he is as powerful as he's gonna get. I guess he'll get a little bit more powerful in the coming days. And he stopped everything that we had, plus an airship, plus some people from the Mighty Nine. It makes going after him a little daunting.
Still dawning.
It's a little worrisome.
I'm horrified.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. Somewhere along the line, there's gonna be, we'll find something. There will be something to exploit. I haven't seen it yet, but the journey to get there is gonna be fucking delicious.
I just want to go to I'm so excited to go to the moon.
I'm
so excited to go to the
there.
moon.
It's not that's
Really
no
not
moon.
That's no moon? Thank you.
No moon.
What about you? What's your big surprise?
I mean, honestly, like Marisha kind of knocked it, but I will actually say mine are all Marisha. Pulling that Whitestone lore out of nowhere, because I am very precious about Whitestone. I get very weird about it, as you know.
You have a lot.
And you finding a little corner, I'm like, where it's just like, how did you find a secret room in my house, and why is it this cool? Shit, was like very. I was just like, fuck, that's good. Oh, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah, you've said in the past, like, oh yeah, there's like weird catacombs.
Oh.
And there's all sorts of shit under there. So I'm like, cool.
It's a haunted place. Like
Yeah.
bad. Yeah. It's just terrible people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the idea too is like, when the Briarwoods were ruling the place, they made their own modifications,
Yeah.
made their own adjustments, and then what was once functional by your use had been since discovered by the family and bricked up, you know, and
Yeah, that was cool.
but
What was it like?
Oh, and
nice try or something
You're
like
very
that?
clever.
yeah,
Very
yeah,
clever.
And, like-
go apologize to your mother or something like
Yeah.
that.
Even in some of like the textual stuff, even every family that's come in there and like the marriages have not been good, and there's been infight, like, you know, there's, you know, the Von Musels and the DeRollos did not get, like all sorts of bad things happen.
Yeah.
It's a weird place, and something weird happened that only you know. Like kind of the epicenter of the whatever hellmouth that castle's built on.
Yeah, the all of Whitestone is built in a very tumultuous space, which is why it's constantly pulled into turmoil and shadow.
Just a giant Amityville horror house.
Yep.
I'm definitely
built on
gonna
the
build a
gateway to
vacation
hell.
camp. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The Sun Tree is the only real like beacon of positivity in that entire valley, which is why that's where the city was built around.
This seems like a good idea. Yeah. Forefathers came here.
It's where
This
the
is
knowing
fine.
mentor nearly died.
Yeah,
Where that very climactic battle between the knowing mentor and the chained oblivion took place.
Yep, when the Chain of Oblivion was like essentially finally defeated and sealed away, and that's kind of where that big scar of corruption still remains.
Yeah.
And then it's just been further put forth with the Briarwoods corruption and all sorts of other things that have happened outside of that. Yeah, Parchwood, why would you live there?
Yeah.
Why?
Vacation home destination.
Money.
Not really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, the Whitestone and the Residuum, that's
Yeah,
why.
money.
Well, next question. What do you still want to explore in Exandria and why?
Shattered teeth.
Always more shattered teeth.
Fuck, I love the shattered teeth.
Yeah, mine are Shattered Teeth and the other 2/3 of Vasilra.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we've barely touched this.
Shattered Teeth is the top because there are so many islands. I don't know why they move. Why do they go in different directions? What is it? Like, it's so full of stuff, and we've only just like, we got the penny to scratch off the lotto ticket and then like drop the penny.
So, like the oceans are
Like,
apparently.
yeah, we gotta go.
I wanna know what the fuck that's about.
The
You know?
ocean nation, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you dropped that at our London panel. So for anyone who
Yeah, oh, that's
did not
right.
see that, where Matt was like,
Oh yeah, it was the first
oh
one.
yeah, all of the underwater nations, and we were all on the panel like, what do you mean
That was
underwater
also
nations?
on a previous episode of Four-Sided Dive. So watch 4SD, y'all.
Yep.
There you
The
go.
one that also kind of burns my stomach perpetually is that on the Aeolian map, we only went to 2 of like five different things on a map, which kills my soul.
all the ones that were,
Kills.
like, question marks and
Yeah,
stuff.
the HUD
Yeah,
still has like things that you just didn't
didn't
go
have
To break
to.
every clay pot, I get
No,
it.
I feel
Oh,
that.
yes.
I couldn't sleep until I fleshed out and unlocked all the depths and Here's the Kingdom.
Also,
I get that.
I'm curious, like, because you're usually you are smart enough to know, like, is the moon a myopic civilization, or is there weird shit going on there, like on the dark side of the crimson? Like, I want to know what the fuck's going up there. Do they have issues? What do they eat? I don't know.
There's that, and then what was the
Stop it.
what was the crater in the dwarf, or the like the chasm?
Oh
Where-
yeah, the crater that like has all those weird like illusions and things up
Yes.
in Islecross
Yes.
that Dagon was telling you guys about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We never,
Ice cross. Look.
we didn't dive into that at all. I think about that. That's one I think about all the time because we almost did, and we were like, we don't have time to basically go. Maybe looking here to maybe find another beacon, or they found a beacon there at one point or something. I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know if it was a beacon. I'll have to look at my notes
But
again.
they were finding Aeorian.
There are artifacts and
Artifacts
stuff that are
and
being
How many
like.
different beacons are there in the world, Matt? It's always worth a try.
I know.
I know.
Like he'll
I
just
love your
accidentally say it and be
tenacity.
like, "What? Why did I do it? Why did my defenses fall this one time?"
My defenses never fall, Travis.
Circle of statues, the ones that aged just.
Oh yeah, there's somewhere else in the world
I
now.
know.
Yes.
That's the thing. Is
Like a Burning Man artist.
I have a little bit of the.
Do they like
inside
Carmen
knowledge on them, but
Sandiego
I don't
somewhere?
know.
I'm so into
Yeah.
I
that.
think about them all the fucking time.
Yeah, Danny's one of the few people in this world that gets all the fun little tidbits of inside knowledge, but only some of it.
Only some of it. You keep a lot from me. Sometimes I just beg though. Like I'll just send you texts and go, please, 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 please.
My hope is to one day when I'm like withered on my deathbed, I can like hand you a scroll and you're like, what is this? And you can open it up and it's like, you must go to these 17 coordinates. And each one of these is the answer to one of the things I never told you about Alexandria.
Your own
would
Ready
do
Player
that.
One.
I love
Yep.
it.
Asshole geocached everything. God,
Yes.
asshole.
Coordinates on his bracelets the entire time.
Enhance. Enhance.
Hell yeah.
Cameras don't work
Took it
that way,
off.
but sure.
Make it work. Make it work.
Magnify. Okay.
Okay, this is an interesting question. If you were in the DM's chair when Otohan cornered you guys,
Oh shit.
what would you have done?
When Otohan cornered us?
You mean during the fight when Imogen
Imogen?
went nuclear?
Yeah.
Boy. Well, so I haven't. Somebody else go first.
Whoa!
I try not to ever
whoa.
backseat
I would
DM.
definitely-
I do not backseat DM. That's just that way.
No?
Madness. No, I don't want to. I never think about what I would do, but now I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure. God.
So because we acted like such a bunch of slapdicks, like we didn't run together, and we didn't stay and fight together. We did the Mercury thing that
Yeah, you kinda did.
kept pulling, and then finally we're like, we should fight. And like 3 rounds had gone by and gave up any advantage we have or anything like that. I might have taken a head just to like prove a point. Maybe
Yeah.
killed one of us, but the only reason
I killed 2 of you.
you did for
no,
sure.
3 of you.
It was full like death spiral.
It was.
shit
Yeah.
that went down.
But you would have taken a full head.
Oh yeah, but I also think Imogen being the focus was the difference, because it wasn't just an enemy that we were like, not suited up to fight. There was a story there, and we still don't know what that is.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a big fan of. There are some battles that are just fun battles to test out your abilities and do some crazy damage, and like, especially after a level up to like see what new things you're capable of. Some of it's just a fun little mini game that gets thrown in there. But then like narrative battles, narrative combat elements, I want them to be as much of a puzzle as they are a strategic,
Yeah.
battle. You might be able to win this with just sheer damage, but also be creative in the environment. Be creative in what elements the antagonist is resonating with around you. What are they saying? Ask questions about what they're reacting to, or what in the environment looks like it might be useful. I'm a big fan of finding alternative means of defeating it. They're like,
We
for
did
instance,
biff that fight.
I'll actually.
it happens.
I look forward. I look forward to and these last couple weeks have done this to me. I look forward to Bell's Hells fighting the way the Mighty Nine do.
Yeah.
Like it's just the Mighty Nine is a well-oiled fucking machine. We are so good at that. Like
We've had our moments with Bell's Hells, but sometimes
we
just got caught on our.
yeah, we haven't quite. There's like
It took a while for even Mighty Nine to get there too.
Oh, it did, and I'm looking forward to Bell's Hells, like having like the full-on superhero moment of like everybody just right where they need to be, and like
Maybe it took a
reacting.
Maybe it took a social shattering and some time to recover before they can come back at full.
That sounds like bullshit, but okay.
Of course it's bullshit. It's
Yeah,
fun.
I still want
But
to
yeah.
know what is the deal with Odahan? What's so special about Imogen? How did she make her go nuclear? Did she go nuclear? Like, we don't know any of that stuff,
No,
which is so
No.
God.
Well, maybe we'll go to the moon and find out.
Yeah, I very vividly remember us being like, we're running, right? And then half of us kept getting caught. And then there was that moment where Odahan cleared like 120 feet to get to one of us. And we were like, oh, we.
good. On the other side of an area of effect, something that somebody
Yeah.
put down, and we were on the other side of it. We're like, this is
Like,
gonna be
this is
so
bad.
It was just her and 2 or 3 people.
I was like, I
Yeah.
have 4 hit points. I don't know what the fuck to do. I was like, shit. Yeah. What do we
Yeah, it
do?
was
Yeah,
bad.
It's bad we're running, but it doesn't matter.
there is no running.
Speaking of no running,
Oh, no.
now it's time for the Tower of Inquiry.
Tower
And we get to pull from the tower. One by one, each of us will pull a block from the tower and read the number on it, and a very comfy Danny Carr will read us the corresponding fan questions. And if the tower falls, there will be consequences for whoever is responsible for its destruction.
consequences.
Really super duper extra odious, nasty AF, make you want to take a shower kind of consequences. So be ready. And so with that in mind, Taliesin, because you blew up,
I
go
feel
ahead
that.
and go and pull a block.
No, I.
Go
Fair
magma arm.
Fair play.
Magma arm.
Magma arm. Magma arm.
Oh, suck it. My God, hold on. This is. Oh, that's right, because we were being mean. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, are you doing
One hand, dude.
side stuff?
Oh, one-handed?
Yeah, almost all of y'all were in the last episode, so y'all did this to yourself.
Not me. I go from the middle.
You
I
do
have
it to
a
yourself.
fear of
You do.
I'm gonna sue.
I know.
You have
2
to
seconds.
Stay close to the song to get to.
Yeah. it's true though.
Are we mad about this?
Nah.
Ooh, it shifted.
Oh, dude, this is intense. Oh,
Yeah,
She's a tight one.
I figured what the fuck.
She's a tighty.
oh.
Oh boy! Oh man!
It's gonna go.
Think it's gonna go? Get the fuck out of here, you dick.
It's gonna fall.
He's doing it. He's doing it, Peter.
I love how Omar didn't even.
He's doing it. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. He
Saved him. He saved him.
He's turning the whole thing.
Shut the fuck up, Omar.
Turning.
And
I can't see. It's gonna
Joe
be a
Trulio would
magic
be so
trick.
proud of you.
Oh!
Look at that. Yeah, boy.
Slick.
What's the number?
No.
The number is 10.
10. Well done.
Dang.
Noise.
All right.
From Savannah.
Yeah. Savannah.
Thank you, thank you.
If your character was on Rumble Cusp pre-Mighty Nine, what would they sacrifice to Vokodo?
Barbell
Bell's
Hills.
Hells.
Yes,
Forgot.
Matt Piccolora.
Oh, okay, Alora.
Oh man, I don't know. That's a.
What would we sacrifice?
It's got to be something precious, right?
Yeah.
Jacket.
Remind me, Danny, what was the
jacket?
name
Jacket.
of some of the things?
It had to be something that mattered to you, but it also had to be like shiny and nice.
we gave,
You
like,
yeah, it had to be like shiny and nice because
Tamatoa.
because Caduceus tried to sacrifice something that was just sentimental, and he didn't care because it was garbage.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it wasn't.
Damn.
What? I know, I know what you
far.
mean.
but it was.
I think
it was
that
like
I'd be
it was like his shield. It wasn't like a nice shield, but it was
No.
sentimental to him.
Yeah.
Jacket's pretty fucking cool. I would have tried the jacket. I don't-
Laudna doesn't own anything, especially before Bell's Hells. She's specifically just a fucking witch.
We're all kind of trash people.
You got a
on that
rock
level.
hammer in your hair.
I would have to give him my rock hammer.
But what if
or
you?
my scissors.
What if you pulled a Ford and you gave up pate, and then you just bamfed him back?
But I would. Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that. I
move.
would
Wait, I
give
gotta
up
stay here.
Don't worry, buddy. You have a greater purpose.
Whoa, they told me that at the Scientology Center.
Ooh.
I would try and give a chisel, but it's small.
Yeah.
I would give the scythe, the big extended
Oh,
scythe
okay, okay.
that has shatter in it. I would do that. It's shiny and
Yeah.
awesome.
Allura would likely give up her second flying carpet.
I knew it.
Second!
I knew it.
The
Something
first
happened.
one just disappeared somehow.
Oops.
Where that went?
Sure, it's fine.
I'm sure that it didn't get fucked up by acid.
Acid? Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all. Travis, go pull it.
The sound of Marisha figuring out that flew will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Oh,
Man,
so
that was
good.
what a great home game moment.
Yeah, that was great.
We got it on video.
Home game.
Right.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we
Right,
did.
we do.
Man. Travis.
He didn't
Oh, it's
hear.
a fucking flying carpet. Oh, I said chisels or.
No, I mean go pull a block.
Oh! Fuck. I already pulled one. I got the magic
You can go fuck with
word.
them now if you want. Can fuck with them like he did you.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right.
Jeez.
You got this. You got this.
Don't fuck up.
Really? Really?
Don't fuck up.
Oh, God, that's
It's
terrible.
already moving. It's already moving.
That's terrible.
Touched it.
Oh, no.
What are you gonna do about it? Are you really? This is what? Oh, yep.
Oh,
the other way.
oh.
Loosen it up. Yeah.
No, you just pulled.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Oh!
Wow. Middle block. Real cool, man. Cool.
Look, I told you I'm a little bitch
Yeah,
about
no,
taking
Travis,
clearly.
What's the number?
30.
Thank you.
That was impressive.
That
Hell
was-
yeah.
Getting
And
so
you
bad.
said it so sweetly.
30.
From @McRae writes, as an artist, what fulfills you the most creatively? What sorts of stories, plots, or big choices are you passionate about?
Oh wow. Wow.
Question.
Great question.
I'm definitely passionate about big choices in general. Playing it
Yeah.
safe to me is
I
least
love
interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Messiah's Queen.
Oh,
I know what that means
show.
now.
Dude.
I'm learning.
Were we like at dinner when we had that lesson?
Oh God.
Like a nice dinner.
The nicest dinners teach you about the size queen.
I think I said it like too loud.
James
too.
Joyce.
Yeah.
James
What's
Joyce.
a size
Joyce.
queen?
To James
To
Joyce.
James Joyce.
To James Joyce. Thank you.
and the merry little cracks.
Oh God.
Oh no, what have we done?
This inside joke brought to you by.
Go look him up.
I like asking questions that don't have answers. I'm a big fan of not knowing what the answer is going to be and figuring it out.
Mine's gonna be a little bit more like above the table, behind the camera, since
Yeah, stories in general. I don't think it necessarily has to be campaign stuff.
even just like what we do on the production side of things, and sometimes shit seems so chaotic, and all the producers and everybody will be like, hope this comes together. And then when you get everybody like sitting down and we roll cameras and then you see that final product and you're like, fuck yeah, that's satisfying.
Huh.
That's why I do this job. That's
that.
right. This is dope.
I don't know. I was trying to figure out how to explain mine, but I love goosebump moments.
Thought
the-
you were talking about Goosebumps.
I do love
Travis
goosebumps.
just loves.
I
Carl's
enjoy
style.
a good goosebump. It's like the rest of them.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's that
Yeah, like
you're
there-
leaving a little
there
bit.
there was something so great about Avengers Endgame. Regardless, there were just so many moments that were so emotionally satisfying, but they had been earned over 10 years
Yeah.
of movies, and that's such a rare thing. Not just because like the music was perfect or the framing was great, or like we all had investment in those stories, and I feel like that's stuff that we kind of dabble with because we've just been doing it for so long. But when you can tee off one of those and you feel the wave of goosebumps and you smile at the same time, that's like hit you somewhere, right? like caught you by surprise. So I don't know, something about those.
Something earned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like stories about horses.
Is that a Laura's answer?
Yeah, maybe.
I like horses.
I like
I
horses.
like totals.
Someone's getting national velvet.
No, I don't. Just picking one of many. I love good occult horror, and it's so rarely done well.
Cheers.
It's so rarely done well. Things like Hereditary, things like The Ritual, things like Empty Man. Things.
I was gonna say, what was the one we watched at your house that was all strange? That started in like the Arctic.
Empty
That's Empty Man.
Empty
Was
Man,
fun.
yeah, which is a little unsung horror
Everyone
film.
should go watch Empty Man. It
Empty
came
Man was
out
fun.
during the pandemic.
It's long, but it's great.
Usher, I'm really enjoying.
I haven't seen House of Usher yet. but
It's really
amazing.
great. It's making me happy.
Okay, but yeah.
But
Watching it in short doses.
I'll also say I like stories, and this was why I got into anime originally. I like stories where about things I don't know, that are not like things that are out of my range of knowledge. I like being in different places, seeing different people, and in anime sense, like different act structures and different ways of telling stories.
Yeah.
And different ideas about what an ending is. I love that.
I echo that.
Actually, I'll expand upon that too. Things that break the expected format of media writing. I think Save the Cat structure is important to learn, and I think it's a great means of telling a very standard narrative. I love artists that are finding through film and then other forms of media ways to break the expected hero's journey. I think it's important, but I think it's also very standard.
You can't break the rule if you don't know the rule.
Yeah, yeah. It's important to learn it otherwise. Want to hand me Omar, so you can go pull from that tower?
Unless Omar wants to pull and have consequences.
Omar, do you want to pull a piece? Omar! Omar!
It's got a mirror.
There's a kitty.
Hold on.
Meow.
He's like, Travis, no.
I wish. Don't you just wish?
We'll get the puppeteer back.
Squirrel.
Don't you wish you?
We'll get the puppeteer back. It took me a second.
I'm sorry.
I felt it
buddy.
walking very slowly over there.
Daddy's
You're
making
done.
me
Yeah.
do
So
it.
welcome.
So right.
Come
Come here,
on.
buddy. Come
I know
here.
to be.
Why
able
you
to,
do this,
look
human?
At it, look at
Why
it.
you do this? We promised we didn't give this dog any Benadryl before the show. This is just natural.
Can confirm.
He's in his comfy cozies.
Oh.
It is.
Boy.
There we
mine.
go.
Hi, baby.
There we
Hi.
go.
Hi.
I love this like
Oh,
bodyguard hold is really.
Again.
Oh, and there,
Get
the eyes are
outta
closed. We're done.
I love this talk so much.
Man,
You got this, Marisha.
I believe in you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
What are you doing?
the woodpecker approach.
Ruining someone's life.
She's
From
being
where I was
badass.
sitting, there was no middle bar, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're just.
Just go.
Just breaking physics over here.
Go ahead, take both shards. It's cool.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's
Oh,
exciting.
it is wobbly up in here. All right.
Wobbly.
So, from Port Fan,
Board fan.
walk away. Just walk away. What, if anything, do you have at the table from a previous campaign? Is it a superstitious item or a sentimental one?
Oh, that's a good one.
I actually do.
I still have my my Gil dice. My Don't Fuck Me Gil dice.
Yeah, from way back in the day.
I just
Let's
have
keep
my
it
one
one.
metal D20 from the Grog live show, like the.
The one that did 2 20s.
How can you get rid of that dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are like, you don't get rid of dice, period. But for me, you do.
Yeah.
Better be some yin to that yang.
That's valid. I still have my my underwater mine dice that I use for very special roles.
Yes.
Still have that one. I still have a couple dice from my very first set of dice that I bought when I was in high school. That I kinda
Those like the
keepsake.
yellow ones?
I love
green
that
ones.
your
Green ones?
underwater dice looks kind of like the first nuclear bomb from Oppenheimer. Like,
Oh, yeah.
It's got like the little electrode sticking out of
Yep.
it. Like,
Intentional, I should.
uh-huh.
About you.
I don't think I keep anything because I start with fresh dice. I tend to start with fresh dice per character.
Yeah.
I even use
do
different
too.
dice when we're doing like
Most part.
one-shot stuff. I
Pens,
like having it.
notebooks,
Right, right.
cups.
Oh, there's a pen.
Well,
Oh, there we go.
There is a pen. Thank you for reminding me. It's usually hidden in my. I took it home for a while, but it's the pen you and Laura got me for Christmas a billion years ago that was made out of the bullet casings.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Still keep that fucker around.
Gunslinger.
It's
I
great.
love that.
Love that pen. That pen was great. I loved it. I still love it. It works very well.
Thank you, Cookie C, Savannah McRae writes, and Port Fan. And if you have an evergreen question for our Tower of Inquiry, you can enter it at critroll.com/tower.
Exclamation point. I have to.
And now, in Block B, it's time to slide into the deep dive. Danny, can you get a round of some tankards filled with our beautifully, thoughtfully worded questions, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have like some of the pokey ones. They're harder to carry.
There are so
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, we do have
Thank you.
Pokemon.
Go.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah, yours is all.
Gotta catch him.
You can set it.
Only
I'm just gonna set that here.
Set that right here. I'll pull from
There
here.
you go.
Can't disturb him.
Hi, sweet.
Look at him.
Cup of a cobbler.
He's
I will do anything for him.
I know. I know.
All right. So, since I didn't pull, I guess I'll start with a question.
Okay.
It's only fair. All right. So
Cool next time.
I will. All right.
You can pull me anytime, Mercer.
Matt, you've introduced two other characters who have their eyes on fate, Nana and Avantrevir. How do the two of them differ from each other and from the matron? What do all three think of each other? Indeed, fate has been a theme through all campaigns to a certain degree. First campaign definitely tied to the matron and Vax, like very heavily. In this, in a world of magic, fate is extremely powerful because it's essentially the ability to adjust what's to come in the future, whether it be by adjusting your behavior based on what you think is coming, or trying to change fate that's before you anyway. So many people of certain levels of magical power are going to attempt to either look to whatever fates lie before or try and adjust it themselves. So to that degree, while it's not the specialty of most of the gods in the pantheon, there are a lot of creatures that in some small way like to dabble in fate, because it's like dabbling in the stock market for some, or like or dabbling in something that is weird and obtuse and doesn't make a lot of sense, but it has a big effect and profound effect on the world in a lot of ways. So some creatures delve into it a little bit, some larger than others. So
Lucy in his GameStop just.
yeah, I know, kind of. You're not wrong. Sorry. It's GameStop.
Sorry.
To the red moon. I hate it.
Avantrevir, Nana, and the Matron of Ravens know each other?
Yes, I would say so. Not necessarily like in a long point history. Avantrevir, actually Avantrevir might have encountered the matron before she ascended.
Oh?
But I will say that they differ in the sense that the matron is essentially like the weaver of the threads. Her entire station is the one who oversees plucks and ties and knots and cuts and kind of like is the keeper of the whole skein of fate. Avantrevir is an entity that is, to use the right analogy, is a tree that's grown in the middle of the threads and doesn't really have an influence on them directly, but has a very, very keen view on the entire skein.
Whoa.
And kind of lives in the gateway between the living and those that come into their ending fate, and kind of
Woven into the tapestry.
yeah. And Nana is just a fucking voyeur. Nana's just one.
When my stories hit, I was like, ah!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nana's the one that
Stories.
Nana's the one that peeks in every now and then, and when nobody's looking, like tugs on a string or like fucks it up a little bit. That's why she's the fate stitcher. She doesn't weave the whole thing, but every now and then she fucks with it. And to answer the final question, yeah, they don't all see eye to eye.
Sure.
For the reasons I just put
She's
forth.
like the producer's mom, and like if like every once in a while she just like calls them and is like, "No, I need you to bring that person back. I really liked them." I just got a call from up top. I gotta do something.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. Yep.
Oh yeah.
He is out.
Ashton got some advice from Percy about making amends and mistakes. Did you expect to talk to Percy? What was it like getting advice from your own character? I did not expect to talk to Percy. Honestly, there was a part of me going, maybe a lecture from Vex is on the way. Like, that was my immediate thought, was I feel like that would be the person to yell at him. I was very shocked when Percy showed up, and like, well, I guess we're doing this. That was surreal, to say the least. What was it like getting advice from your own character? It was honestly the advice I would have given on the other end of it too, which was interesting.
Yeah, because wait, what was it he said again? I'm trying to remember, where he was basically like, you can be damaged, but don't let your damage other people. More or less.
It was an awful lot of like, it was really about take care of your shit, and then what the apology is a constant. It's going to be a constant show that you're working on it, because that's all you can do. You can't just do one big thing and everything's going to be okay. It's just going to be showing that you're doing the work.
Yeah.
It's almost like Percy has experience with that.
That was definitely, and I was like, wow, this is it was a very weird, twisted tunnel of reality happening there, and I enjoyed that interaction so.
I'm loving it, man.
much.
This is the shit I've been wanting to do the entire time I've been playing RPGs, is to have enough runway with the same players across multiple campaigns in the same world where we could do stuff like this. Like, so I'm living it. I'm living it.
Zone. All right. Takeard question.
Yep.
Chetney knows what it is to lose control and endanger others. I do? Does he truly believe that he can control himself at all times, despite having fought Orem and Fern, and in the past, and bitten Frida recently? How dare?
Speaking of,
How dare you pull these receipts? Excuse
This has
me.
been Ashton shutting the fuck up. It's not going one down. We'll see how it goes.
For sure.
You, Laura, you're fine. Yeah, just a couple like, maybe Fern, you're fine.
No. Chetney does not think he can control
You're cool.
himself at all times. Yeah, it wasn't about Chetney in that moment. Like, it was two things. One, it was hearing Fern say that she was like, I kind of like him, Chet. That was amazing.
yeah.
And then two, I think Chetney sees himself in Ashton, and in that, like, little bit of button push, but also a little bit of like, this might be dangerous, but I want to see what it's going to do. Consequences be damned. And Chetney likes that. But I think for him, he wants to know, like, are you the head side of the coin, or are you the tail side of the coin? If you're head, are you willing to own it if it goes bad? And if you're on the tail side, are you going to cut and run if it gets hard? And so it was more about, like, a drill sergeant's the wrong word, but like, if I give you shit and if I push on you, is it going to be like, is it truly like just don't, where it's like, I'm going to fuck it and just cut and run? Because then now is the time for you to go, right? But if you can take it and own your shit, I think I said it in the game, I was like, that means something. He's still here in the morning, right? So no, Chetney in no way thinks he can control himself. I mean, the moon stuff is totally unanswered and happens from time to time. Yeah, 100%. So if I just a wolf the whole time, I guess, well, I'll just be blessed that way.
That is fascinating, though, that Ashton literally does have "just don't" written on the back of their jacket. So it's like, can you grow past what's written on the back of your jacket?
This was, I mean, I'm very excited because this was the core damage. Like, if it hadn't been the core damage, I don't know. But this was the seed finally got smashed. So
Yeah.
the last few times this happened in their life, it was, see what the fuckers did to me. So
Yeah.
Good
Finches.
yeah.
You're up.
All
Yeah.
right.
Also, for the record, I ran that question by Travis, and he was fine with it.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I like it.
I don't want people to get mad at me.
Boy.
Laudna has seemingly reverted to who she was just after waking up, even calling herself Matilda. What can you tell us about her mindset right now? Are you worried about how this might affect her relationship with Imogen? Yeah, I mean, I was kind of talking with Laura about this after the game because she was like, what the fuck? And in my head, when everything was going down and why like Laudna kind of has a hard time just even like controlling herself and her emotions is because like as a person, I don't really see Laudna as someone who's really mentally or emotionally equipped to even have like a mature way of even knowing how to deal with something like this, because she basically went offline. She has, I mean, Laudna has Arrested Development, and she kind of stopped maturing at a certain point in her, you know, in her youth, and then was alone for 30 years. And yes, for the past like 2-3 years, she's been with Imogen, and she's gotten better and has been kind of like socialized and getting there, but that doesn't mean that when it comes to like some of these big monumental, you know, emotional moments that she's gonna really fully have the faculties to deal with it in like in an emotionally mature way. And especially being this close to Whitestone and having like the influence of Delilah at her peak, it's just kind of prime territory for her to just go back to what's comfortable, which is kind of going back a little bit to that like childlike state, for lack of a better term. Because that's, yeah, because that's kind of where she was.
Like, we're gonna take Safe Haven in the place of your greatest trauma.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Cool, thanks. All right, yeah. And I think there was like a time of thinking like that Laudna had really gotten over it and dealt with a lot of it after she died and came back and had that moment with the sun tree. But, you know, that it takes time. One of those little moments isn't gonna help. And then when Ashton does something monumentally fucked up, it's gonna like, you know,
Send her reeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's a...
Healing is not linear.
Healing is not linear at all.
Yeah.
Neither is getting your hand stuck in your own cup. Matt, did Pike lie when she said that she couldn't feel anyone else but Laudna after her resurrection? Or was Delilah so diminished that Pike truly couldn't feel her? She couldn't sense her. There's a difference between saying like there's two beings that occupy this body that are at the forefront, and then one that has receded so deeply into the soul of the other that you don't see a difference between the two. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah, sure, you can see salt and you can see water, but if you dissolve the salt in the water, it just looks like water. And that's kind of what happened to Delilah at the end of that encounter. As to how much truth there is to what she said is to be seen, but she definitely seems to be conveying the idea that the two of you are simpatico, attached and reliant on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fun.
Inside all of us, there are two Briarwoods. Sorry.
God damn it, Taos.
I just tried to shut up. It just couldn't be done. Did you / Ashton have any inkling that Fern had a crush on Ashton before she revealed those feelings to Chetney? What went through your mind when you heard that? You're going to hate this answer. It was clearly not true, and they rounded it down because if you'd, it was like you'd have to be insane to have a thing for Ashton. Ashton knows that they're unlovable. They don't love themselves. Why would anybody else have to be fucking crazy?
Interesting.
No, not at all.
See, I was wondering, I think kind of
Not at all.
Travis was, not to speak for you, where I was like, did Ashton know and went, ooh, I can use this to my advantage?
No. Ashton, I think we had this came up like 5 episodes in, where someone was like, have you ever been in love? And I was like, probably not. I don't think so. I don't know what that is. Like, what does that even fucking mean? So yeah, no, that's not a thing.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Love is adorable or ignorance. Because you can't do there was nothing.
Woof. Woof.
Ah.
Let me answer for
Honestly,
Miss
has
Chipper.
still not really absorbed that yet either.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, they still haven't really computed it at all. No.
But look at that, you love that, right?
Everything loves that.
Buddy.
Oh, it
Hide
says
your
Chetney was,
modest.
Chetney was very gentle with Fern, trying to make sure that she was okay. Yes. What was going through your mind while comforting her, and what would Chet have done if she hadn't been amenable to his words? I would have bit her ass.
One and done. You're up, Marisha.
Wolf teeth with Chetney old man teeth.
I got the harness away, which was the important part. Let me just take. No, I think he was going to check in. If she was going to run off and do some shit, I think he probably would have gone with her. I was pretty sure Ashley didn't have like a plan with the harness, but if she did, I was going to go along with it because I like pushing buttons too. But when she was like, I'm just going to destroy it, I'm like, that's not fun. Give me that. And if we have to, then we bite somebody.
These are both good. I'm cheating a little bit.
Go.
Are you cheating? Don't cheat.
You're the person at the buffet that's like, no.
Yeah.
No.
I lick
Ma'am, are you
everything.
putting that back? Just put it on your plate. It's a buffet.
10-second
Sad.
rule if you haven't been eating it for 10 seconds.
You're swailing the good name of hometown.
Shout out hometown. We still love you, Golden Corral.
Yes, Golden Corral. How did Laudna feel meeting Gwendolyn DeRollo? What was going through your mind throughout that interaction? Yeah, Gwendolyn was awesome. I think, both Laudna and Marisha, to be fair, was like, ooh, spooky girl of Whitestone. Spooky girl of Whitestone is gonna love other spooky girl of Whitestone. Oh no, oh, she's afraid of me. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Identity crisis.
Yeah,
Identity crisis.
yeah. And,
In fairness, Delilah does not like her.
yeah, well, so much of that, too, was because, like, the whole campaign, literally episode 1, first, 10 minutes of this campaign of Bell's Hells, was Laudna trying to be nice to children. Because Laudna loves children, but she knows she's a monster. So I thought she, in this moment, she was like, cool. This girl says she kind of she's a little goth girl. She's gonna be into spooky stuff. And then she went like, I feel hatred in you and I'm afraid of you, and didn't want anything to do with Laudna, which for her was like this massive confirmation of her worst fear.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, I am the monster that I look like on the outside and also on the inside because I have this thing attached to me that I can't, disassociate from. So, yeah.
That's my girl.
Yeah. Anyway, another downer one, Matt. Pick it back up again.
I'm sorry that you're playing a dead girl and it's hard for me to ask nice questions for you.
Valid.
Gotham ain't easy.
It's also not like, it hasn't been some intense shit the past couple of games.
Look, audience, I try to think of really sweet and nice questions for you guys. Sometimes.
All right, we go.
Yeah.
Sometimes
The jester
there's
dress is
dead
valid.
really nice.
The dresser dress
Done.
is so
All right,
cute.
one more speed round. Thunder round.
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
All right, I'll jump in here.
Thunder.
Thunder. Thunder.
Thunder.
Now, what's it like having Nana and Allura meet? They both know of each other because Nana heard about Allura. That was fun. I was like, oh God, this is gonna be an interesting meeting. Allura, as part of her life experience and her position with both the Arcana Philosophical and the Tal'Dorei Council, is to research and know about a lot of folklore and a lot of mysticism and a lot of magic in the world. And her knowledge of Nana is probably the kind of knowledge that she's studied when she was at the Alabaster Lyceum when she was young, and has read in other books and has heard spooky tales about, but doesn't think about her because it's not a thing that she's ever going to encounter in life. But it's just weird to know. It's like being like, yeah, I've heard about the chupacabra, and then suddenly one's on your doorstep, and you're like, oh, okay.
Nana, you're Nana. It's the fate stitcher. That was good.
Baba Yaga?
Yeah, kinda, yeah. And so, you know, Allura also has been entangled with some weirdos like Vox Machina, and even just her previous life with Kima before that as adventurers. Like, there's a part of her that's like, oh God, of course, and just kind of accepts it and goes along with it. And then getting to meet her, it's a wonderful, odd, two very different individuals, two entities across Exandria, and how I do think Nana knows of Allura, but I feel like Nana's less the kind of person that has the knowledge of everything, but when they see a person, she suddenly understands them upon seeing them. It's like part of her odd magic and enchantment. It's not like she read about Allura beforehand or had the knowledge, but as soon as Allura walks in, she can like read her history a little bit, and it's like,
That's
okay,
cool.
interesting. You have a unique past behind you, intriguing. And I think that what could be more disturbing than encountering a creature like Morgan the Fate Stitcher for the first time, and she looks at you with recognition.
Yeah.
So that was fun to contemplate.
Hope you enjoy the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It is.
What? Why
You're
only
up.
3? Why 3?
I think that's
What's happening after 3?
I think that's the first time we've seen Allura like
Oh yeah.
kind of shaken though, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Little shooketh.
Ashton told Laudna that he had never had a doll before. How did they feel about having received such a personal gift from Laudna? What does he think about her suggestion to embrace his inner child? Toys were not a thing that made sense in a public house full of kids. That's how you start fights, is when somebody has more stuff than the other. So they were very discouraged. There really isn't an inner child in there, so that's a tough thing to embrace. And honestly, clearly, I think their inner child is kind of a problem if they build one. We'll see. Yeah, it got through in a kind of intense way.
Yeah.
Very intense way I was not expecting. And I don't know, it may end up relating to. No, that's a spoiler. I'll say I have that pipe that says the thing that you did that's most heroic. Y'all better start thinking about what happens if we smoke that pipe. Just that's all I'm gonna say. Put that in your head.
Interesting.
Oh shit, it's me.
Yep. Just saying.
It's been some time since Chetney trained with the Gorgine. What exactly was the boon that you received from that experience? Did anything change for him mechanically? Yes. There's a thing where I can just ignore. It's kind of like rage, but I can choose to go into like a crazy blood frenzy when I'm in my wolf form. But it's dangerous to anything, kind of.
Oh, it's like can cause collateral damage.
Yeah, I need to kind of be off by myself with the foe. I haven't found the perfect time to give it a run yet.
Yeah, it's a tactical intent to put you in a position where you can really embrace it.
So you
Pretty dope.
haven't used it yet?
I haven't used it yet. There's you have to be around a certain hit point level, and then like if you miss on an attack, the next thing has advantage, so that you're like building on your attacks and stuff.
God,
It's got some fun stuff,
oh God, I want to fight werewolves.
but it's also like
I mean, go for it.
Yeah, it's gonna end up.
I'm gonna bite you before the end of this thing.
Oh, I know.
Rocky werewolf. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Robot werewolf, rock werewolf.
Rocky Werewolf D&D show.
Yeah. Why does betrayal hurt Laudna so much?
Read it.
Is it because of how Delilah has linked betrayal to being alone again? Yeah, it's fascinating. Probably true. Haven't thought about it like that, Danny.
What?
Yeah, I mean, this once again, I think kind of goes to a little bit of what I was touching on earlier, which is like, I kind of still view Laudna as being pretty immature. And she's a pretty trusting and open person out of the get-go, because I don't think she fully understands, like, oh, if you open up to the wrong people, those people can use those things to hurt you later if you're not careful, if you're not guarded in the ways that you should be guarded. So anytime that those things backfire on her, she takes it like extremely personally because she doesn't know how else to take it. And yeah, it's not like she hasn't really had the reps at bat with some of these things throughout her life. And yeah, the first really big ultimate betrayal was trusting Delilah and her parents, because she thought she was gonna go into this thing that was, you know, she trusted her parents to go with her and that she was gonna have this like amazing experience and learn how to be a wizard, and she didn't.
Hey, it's gonna be really cool and people get to learn more about that in the Laudna book.
In the Laudna book.
Hey.
That's right.
There's a Laudna book coming out. We're so excited. I love you, bye.
Yeah.
By the way, it's time for another pull from the Tower of
Oh boy.
Victory.
Oh shit.
Hey, Travis, while you're there, can you pull a block?
Oh,
Funnier that way.
look at this. It sucks now. Should I try the shitty one?
Look at Sisyphus sucks now, is that what you said? No.
I was
Did you get it?
like out of body experience.
Smooth as hell.
39.
Smooth as hell.
Fine. It's a half nice.
Oh no. This is bad.
Boy.
It's real bad.
Leslie B asks, if your character found themselves in a Freaky Friday situation with another character, current or past, PC or NPC, whose life would they most enjoy trying on for a while, and what do you think would ultimately make them want to go back?
Oh,
So wait,
jeez.
Freaky Friday.
Switch bodies with a character or an NPC or
They're
basically
cousins.
anybody.
Anybody.
And why would you want to return eventually?
Chetney would want to switch with plane rider and feel what it's like to be a lesser qualified plane rider. And then that lack of power would be enough to drive him back into his own power.
I think for Laudna it would probably be like Lady Vexalia or a Lady Allura, because that is the person she ultimately like dreamed of being.
She just wants to wear pretty dresses.
She wants to just wear pretty dresses.
That's all I ever want to. man.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I think like a Lady Vex, to see what it's like to be a lady and go to fancy balls.
What would bring her back?
What would bring her back? Don't want to go back to that life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna possess Lady Vexalia? Your love for Imogen, of course.
Oh, that's easy. I mean, like, the easy answer is Keyleth.
Keyleth?
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Power, immortality, health, and yeah, just nothing. Body
Love
that
it
doesn't
all.
break. Other power and a complete social life that is healthy and fixed and is completely set and needs no work.
From the outside.
From the outside, yeah.
Yeah, but like a whole series of things that they don't have. So yeah.
Is the question to bring it back to your original body?
Yeah, why would you then at the end of
I thought
Freaky
it would-
Friday,
why
the
would you go
movie,
back?
What would
want
you
to come
miss?
back
What would I
into your...
miss? Oh yeah, I mean probably like, I think Laudna would get into Vex and be like, oh, I get to wear pretty dresses and go to fancy dinners, and then she'd be like, oh, this is a lot of like bureaucracy and responsibility, and would want to go back to like living a simple life with like Imogen, for sure.
Gotcha.
Go back to her cottagecore lesbian life.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing would they miss, but they would inevitably eventually fuck up and then they'd have to leave.
Okay, I like that. What would get
No,
them
but
back
literally
is
nothing.
accidental.
It would be someone else's problem now. Shit.
Keyleth has a whole lot of responsibility on her shoulders. How would Ashton?
Yeah, that would not
Yeah.
go over well.
And also a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Like you said, from the outside.
Yeah,
From
no.
Yeah, her
but-
true love has been vorbed.
Yeah. Bored.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of complex feelings towards the marble yet, though. So
That's true. That's true.
The marble. The bocce
That-
ball.
you'd look at that out at that perch for that raven and be like,
I'll learn to
somebody's
play
supposed to be here.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Oh man, yeah, if we do ever make a Critical Role pinball machine, it has to be a black
Oh,
marble.
yeah,
That's the special. That's the special
for
ball you get.
sure.
Oh my
Like
God,
volleyball,
that's
yeah.
really funny. Pick
Multi-ball.
an NPC I can answer this question for.
Essek.
Essek?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Obviously, it's a good pick.
Yeah.
I mean, for Essek it would be anybody that could keep him from getting in trouble with the Bright Queen and the rest of the dynasty.
Yeah,
Can
for
I,
sure.
can I headcanon at you? I can see Essek wanting to switch with Yusa because it's another wizard, but it's also somebody has a little bit more of their shit together. So
Also
he could still
free
do
of
a lot of
lies.
similar
Maybe,
things.
though consider wizard capabilities are based on knowledge. So in theory, if
true.
you're
That
swapping
is a
bodies, the
point.
knowledge would carry over. So his strengths would carry over regardless of
Damn.
who he went to.
That is a
Deep on
good
that question.
point.
Shit.
So I think he'd be more interested in somebody that either could have a lower profile to where he could get back to his research and not have to worry about constantly looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life, which
Yeah.
is kind of how he lives now. Or somebody who can't be harmed. So
Switch with Grog. Plus, you switch into a stupid body, you forget all your stuff. You're
Oh.
set.
that's true.
actually
Keep your minds.
Yeah, Essek
kinda
and
cool.
Grog's body.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
I mean-
the ultimate vacation home.
The Grog timeshare.
Yep.
This is true. This is true. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, no. I mean, I don't think they've met, but when they do meet, that would be the choice, definitely. I think. Yeah.
That's where Grog's been this whole
I
time.
got hot boy,
Yeah.
Grog, amazing. Phrasing.
Yes, phrasing.
All right.
Do we want to pull another one, or are we to move on
That's
to the
up to
break?
you, Matt Mercer. You haven't pulled yet.
No, but I got a dog on my waist.
I can hold.
But you can transfer him right here.
I'll do that. I did.
Here comes pup transfer.
This is only fair.
Number two.
Pup transference. Man, he is out.
See?
Liquid dog.
Audi 5000.
Liquid dog.
Boy, there we go.
There's
All right,
that.
this is only fair.
There's that.
I'm gonna ruin this. This is bad.
Ruin it.
Discord.
Don't do it on purpose.
basket.
Like I'm not doing it on purpose.
Liam did it on
No.
purpose once, so I have to
That's
tell
Liam.
everybody.
You know, Liam sees a thing, he'll knock it over
Yeah.
like a cat.
Like a cat.
He'll make eye contact.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, it's not done yet. Okay, now it's done. 41.
41.
Damn.
I'm a burp. Sorry, I'm so sorry. That was gross.
Bless you.
Misty_Moonstone asks, throughout your characters' adventures as a group, what event has granted them the most insight into what it means to act as/be on a team? That's a hilarious question for what just happened.
Can we go to other teams or just I feel like my answer is dumb at this point, so.
You can do it.
I'll hop to Caduceus
whatever you
once.
Do it. Yeah, be Caduceus. We just had the Mighty Nine reunion. It's still.
Well, you guys start because
Yeah.
I'm going to meditate on that
Fair.
for a second.
What it's like. So wait, what you've learned from being on a team? The
what
power
event
of
has granted
friendship.
them the most insight to what it means to act as/be on a team?
Oh,
What event?
What event?
I thought of Caduceus now.
What
go.
event? Okay,
Ford
then
in the
go.
volcano. In the crematorium with the sword.
Rabarad, yeah.
Yeah. That was I actually got out and have done work on the world. Like I was part of something that actually, it was less about the 100 yards that I inhabit and take care of, and
Right.
I have gone out and these people have allowed me to affect in this very intense way the outside world as much as he would talk about fate and talk about how the Wild Mother works. This was a much more solid experience of that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What about you?
Trying to think. Trying to think of good, defining bells, hells, teamwork moments.
Hop to another if you're having.
I mean, I'm just the recent moment in the volcano. I know these are two separate volcano
Different
moments.
volcano, yeah.
Different volcano. getting the shard and we were fighting the Ludinous Simulacrum. I feel like that one ended up being pretty good in terms of trying to like trust everybody to do exactly what they needed to do in order to win that one.
That's a good trust exercise.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think if it was in this campaign, I think it was right after Dorian left, and like the feeling of wishing that he would stay. Like it was the first group that I think Chetney's been a part of, and I think there's something so funny when we create characters that have like, this is who this character is, this is what they've done, this is what their trauma is, this is what they like, and then the players / characters at the table see them a different way.
Yeah.
Like you see yourself in their eyes, and that changes who you built. And it's such a good allegory for life. And I think there was just something that I was determined to like mess with Robbie and mess with Dorian.
Yeah.
And I loved him so much. And I think it was great to see a group of people that were like, hey, you're part of this now, little 400-year-old man. And he was like, yeah, I am part of this.
Yeah.
How can you be surprised after 4 centuries? It was cool.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I like that. Good question. Thank you, Leslie B. and Misty Moonstone. Remember, if you have a question you want to submit to us, you can enter it at critroll.com/tower. And with that, we're going to take a break. And for our podcast listeners, thank you so much for joining us. We bid you adieu. When we come back from our break, we'll be playing a Candyland.
Candyland.
Like, yeah, that classic General Candyland, but with some fun little CR twists. So stick around. Bye. See you soon.
Bye.
Delve into a new tabletop role-playing game of investigative horror with the Candela Obscura core rulebook using the Illuminated World system by Darrington Press. Roam the turn-of-the-century-inspired setting of the Fairlands, including the bustling city of New Fair and the ancient ruins of Old Fair below. Assemble a circle of investigators within the paranormal secret society of Candela Obscura. You'll analyze strange and horrifying events, fight back against dangerous phenomena, and contain the bleed that spreads from corruptive magic. Choose from 10 custom character sheets to empower your investigations and explorations. Use tactical intuition and brawn with the soldier specialty. Use your charm with finesse and flair as the magician specialty. Or study and practice mystical arts as an occultist. Explore districts of New Fair, competing organizations, 4 full assignments, and dozens of example assignments to inspire you. If you choose to brave the role of Game Master, this guide contains everything needed to pave the way for your Candela Obscura investigators. Offered in both a standard edition as well as an ornate limited edition for collectors, the Candela Obscura core rulebook contains 204 art-filled pages, including maps, items, immersive notes, mysteries, and plenty more to power your very own story. Keep this tome close, for the knowledge obtained may be the key to protecting you, your allies, and the Fairlands.
Hey critters, Laura Bailey here to guide you through what's new in the Critical Role shop. This is pretty badass. I mean, the Traveler always says impulse purchases are a good decision. It's too powerful!
This holiday season, give the gift of effortless style.
Oh, so comfy cozy. Roll an investigation if you want. It's basically perfect. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. This is a lot of stuff, you guys. We have like so many cool things right now. And hey, if you want, you could head over to the Critical Role shop right now.
What keeps the children of Hale safe from their curiosity? Nursery rhymes serve as cautionary tales to explain Candela Obscura's earliest adversaries. So when a creature of legend returns to the hallowed labyrinth of Greyslate, a new and unusual circle of investigators is formed, tasked to face an unholy corruption. As the unsuspecting Newfarens bear witness to this macabre phenomena, each investigator must steel their mind, perhaps even from themselves. The Circle of Tide and Bone, assignment number 3158, The Antiquarian.
Mockweep is in a bathrobe. He's wearing very comfortable slippers. In one hand, he is holding a delicious cup of bizarre, unidentifiable tea. It seems like tea. It's pretty close to being like tea.
Very herbaceous.
And in his other hand, he is holding a newspaper, unread. He's not reading the newspaper right now because he's too busy staring out the grand windows of his hotel penthouse solarium, looking past a menagerie of beautiful potted flowers and vines hanging from planters along the ceiling and walls, looking out at a city unlike any he has ever seen.
Unlike?
Hey, that was unintentional, but that's very cool. Speaking of unlike...
Everything here is unlike anything he's ever seen because everything here is unlike. All right, that's enough with that pun. Let's move on.
It's a good pun.
Critters, it's me, Marisha Ray. I had exactly a minute and a half of free time today, so I thought I'd make a little unboxing video for y'all, unpacking everything you get with a Twitch subscription to Critical Role. Okay. Safety third. What the fuck was that? Oh. So the first thing we've got here is our live and professionally moderated chat. Twitch is the only place that you can actually get this. You know, it's a little strange to hold because it's an amorphous concept, but honestly, you can't deny this craftsmanship. It's really well made, and oh, you can post links in this too. That's really cool. So yeah, put that in your chat and click it. Oh, yeah, this is cool. This is the ability to watch all of Critical Role's VODs immediately after the live broadcast ends and before they're uploaded to YouTube. Oh, it smells like ranch? Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's me. I had ranch on my salad earlier. Yeah, this smells like nothing. Oh, here we have
Gift subscriptions, which you can either give to a fellow critter by name or at random using a fancy Twitch algorithm. You can give away a lot of subs with this, which I guess it's why it's so heavy for something that's technically non-tangible with a value that's deeply subjective to the consumer. Oh, sick. Yeah, I'm so excited to show y'all this part. With the Twitch subscription to Critical Role, you can use all of our incredible custom emotes in chat. We have so many emotes in here. Let's see, we have, Art Dad, super cool. Yeah, we got Ashley Hype, fun one. Well, look at Trinket here. He's so oh God. Oh God. Broom, hang on. I can fix this. I'm fixing it. Jerry! Oh God, okay. I'm sorry, Trinket. Yeah, that'll work. I need more glue. This is not gonna be enough. Don't tell Rachel, okay? Okay, please, nobody. Shakira, will you cut this out?
Welcome back to Four-Sided Dive. Tonight we have an extra special treat for you that illustrates the most important part of your holiday season. Sugar. Processed, dyed, concentrated, tooth-rotting sugar in various delivery mechanisms.
Give me that sugar.
So that's why we're playing Candyland. With a few fun CR twists, most importantly, we'll be making up our own Candyland lore as we make our way to King Candy's castle. Whoever first passes certain points on the board will draw a prompt at random, and we'll build out this delicious world off the top of our heads. That makes him excited.
Same, buddy.
All right, so who's what color then, I guess?
I want to eat the deck.
I'll be red for Lodna.
I'll be blue for Percy.
What do you want? I just burped. It was so terrible.
Oh God, the lights turn darker. I'm gonna take green.
Yellow for urine. Okay.
All righty.
This is awful.
And so as part of this, we pull up cards, and whatever color it is, we get to the next one on the board of that color, and that's how we move.
Who goes first?
The host goes first.
Do I? Okay, cool, thanks.
Host first.
2 reds. I'm gonna move.
2 reds? This is fucking rigged.
Then red. Alrighty.
Is that,
So we're going clockwise,
Yeah.
I guess so.
1 green. I got a question. I got a question, and I get to look into the bag of candy.
Yeah, we have the bag of mysterious
candy.
foreign candy that we get to go ahead and. This is a gummy Lunchable.
Ah! It attacked. I think it happened.
What the fuck?
No, that looks incredible.
I hate this.
I want to
Wait.
eat that.
Wait, they've got to. Put it on camera.
This is awful.
It's a peppermint pizza kit.
Pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza kit. Is it actually? It's just.
I hope it's flavored.
It's candy
like
though,
pepperoni
right?
Pizza, though.
Well, we're gonna
I
get
We
it.
have strayed too far.
Hi, buddy.
Are we
Hey,
okay?
so how is Ashton feeling about their parents and repeating the mistakes of their father?
Bad, man. Real bad.
Sucks.
Yeah. It briefly hit, but like one of the weird little flashes.
See you later.
During the bad explosy times was the notion that maybe if Ashton's parents had stayed alive, he would be an even bigger asshole.
Oh boy.
Maybe you should have thought about that. You don't know these people, and they did some dumb shit.
Yeah, parents.
So yeah.
I get to take
No.
the pass.
Where does the pass go?
Right here.
How do you know that's? Oh, there's
It
a
says
pass.
pass.
Wait, it goes all the way up, I think.
Oh wait, does it?
Yeah. Wait. There's no arrow there.
Or it
You go
goes-
all the way there. You're at the yellow up here.
I think you're right.
This is
Look at
already
the
a
pass, man.
nightmare.
You cheated.
Did you have friends as a child?
Peace. I drew a card. This is random.
Here, you can keep trying for this terrifying nightmare.
Oh my
What
God!
is
It's
this?
No.
Blue.
No. Blue.
blue.
I hate this.
That's a book. I get to make a lore piece. All right, so
Lore
pulling in
pad.
here-
Pull a lure.
I'm gonna pull a lore here. Okay, so everyone and their mother
Okay.
in Candyland knows that the Duke of Swirl.
You're just gonna go for it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is that this douche monster?
No,
That's
this
this guy. Yeah,
oh,
there he
yeah,
is. Duke of
there's
Swirl,
Duke
the
of Swirl.
ice cream slopes.
Looks like a Scott Summers wannabe.
Yes.
He really kind of does. He's got this. He's got the X-Men Team 2 golden,
Blue and yellow.
gold,
Blue and
blue.
yellow.
So there we go.
Cover your eyes, dickhead.
No.
Bargaining, man. I don't even. Yeah, sorry.
Everyone knows that. Oh man. I'm gonna say I'm partially enthralled in this. I'm partially enthralled at you fighting this plastic thing like I was earlier. No, it's person proof. It feels like it's designed for children, but even adults can't get through this.
For good reason.
It's true.
It's open.
It wasn't meant to be opened. It wasn't meant to be opened.
Taste the oh god.
Do I
it's
open
so
this?
shiny.
I'm gonna say everyone knows that why nobody goes to the ice cream slopes is there's a lot of bodies.
What?
There's an ice cream surface there.
Of course, it's dark.
Wow,
That's
0
how you
to
find your way up.
60.
There's lots of bodies on the slopes.
No, somewhere within the ice cream at the slopes, like underneath the ice cream snow.
Oh,
That's up there.
like how you navigate Everest by like
Yeah.
the dead
Yeah,
bodies.
like there may be people who tried to ascend to the very, very top of the ice cream slopes.
It's not just that; it's the moguls on all the double black diamond runs.
Correct. And
If you fall, they pull you under.
Yeah, and
You're coated in powdered
well, and
sugar.
the Duke of Swirl swears it's just the dangerous weather. Well, who knows? All right, you're up.
All right. So weird not rolling.
What the fuck is double red?
It's so.
You're doing great.
This is satanic.
You're doing great.
Okay.
What? Oh.
And then if someone is on the square that you need to go to, then you
With
get
double
to send
red.
them back.
Yeah, you get to go to the second.
Okay.
Send it back. Is that how it works?
Clear.
Yeah, if you land on theirs, you send them back to the beginning,
Oh God,
if I recall.
Marisha, what are you doing?
Oh no, it's sticky.
Why?
Oh, it's red.
Why?
Double-
Oh no, you got it on your hands.
Oh God.
It's you're gonna turn.
Oh, I get to pick a lore thing. Give me the lore bucket.
Okay, hold on. I need to put down
Here,
this.
whore bucket.
Oh God, it's dripping.
God,
Why is this?
Why did you do this to us?
Get some napkins. There, like 4 PAs ready to go get napkins. They know how dire
it's
this
still
is.
dripping.
Oh God!
Not on the rug. Not on the rug.
No. This is no.
It rolls right off. It's gross.
This is really poorly
Is this
designed.
still in the Duke of Swirl Township?
Oh, God.
Do we think?
You're,
I think so.
Yeah,
But I'm kind of by like.
Yeah.
Oh God.
because you're still the ice cream.
Ice
stuff.
cream falls.
On your way to the
Yeah.
under the gummy hill.
Describe a hardship that is the hardship that has recently befallen the ice cream falls area of the ice cream slopes has led to fluoride bleeding into the water supply and all of the candy fish have fucking pearly white teeth.
What is the candy equivalent of fluoride? Is what I'm asking now.
That's true.
You got to really go for it.
Aspartame.
Aspartame. Yep. Sucralose. The sucralose is bled into the water supply. And all the fish now are super fucking sugary.
Look at this pizza.
Okay, I think the
Oh my God,
groove-
somebody else
Nope.
go.
I think the grooves are meant to.
Don't eat it for real.
Why are you putting that in your mouth?
Would you pick a card? It's your turn. Oh,
Oh God, that's
it's turned into like the Halloween slash holiday
two
episode.
greens.
Two
on
greens.
here.
Continued
You
your
are
domination.
Well, two.
Beautiful. Mercer, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull
Why are you making
one
a pizza?
orange, one space. Grab Taliesin.
Yep. I'm gonna pull.
Oh, what? You got a person on yours.
It's a pink with a Okay, so I have to find this space, right?
Is that how this works?
I think so. Yeah. I gotta find a pink with a little gingerbread person.
I don't even see a little gingerbread person. I see an ice cream cone. Oh, right there, that little son of a bitch.
Yeah, I think that's how this works. Yes.
I think you're right.
This is madness.
You get to jump.
This game is utter chaos.
You have not earned that. I have
No.
2 purples.
You have not earned that.
1, 2. Oh, I get a question mark.
Oh, dear, we got a question.
Oh, yeah.
And we get to pull from the candy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I get candy with the.
You want? Let's just go for the top of the pack.
Oh, Dragon Ball
Better.
Z. Gummy?
Better.
Those are gonna be better. Get this.
That's
one.
happening. That's happening, right?
Here, hand it to me.
That does not look good.
Shenron.
Hand it to me.
I summon the dragon. Oh, they're
It tastes
big.
like chemicals.
Oh,
No.
That's one of those.
real bad.
I want to complete my set of Dragon Balls.
Nice. I did throw it too.
Away. Wait.
They all have
Come here,
4
come here.
stars.
That's a fail.
Oh,
That's a fail.
Yep.
I got 4 stars.
Yeah, 4 stars. I think that's all they got.
Ooh.
Hey, Travis.
Oh, it is 4 ball. Yeah.
Chetney bonded with Gwendolyn over breaking windows and sticking it to the man. How much does Chetney's love for children influence him, considering his main joy in life comes from making toys for kids?
Oh, it's a lot of that. It's a lot of childhood, like joy and wonder over things and exploration, but also I think He sees kids and he thinks back 400 years ago to a simpler and happier time.
382.
Yeah, and I think he also recognizes that in Whitestone, that Lord de Rollo is a real ponce with a lot of rules, and she's got an appetite for deviousness, and that has to be fostered, nurtured. You got to put rocks in the hands of the people that are going to throw them through windows. Also, who knew there were so many fucking windows in Whitestone?
She's collecting blackmail.
Right, your turn, Matt.
Yes.
These
But
are
yes,
gross.
he loves
Double orange.
He loves the toys and the kids.
Orange, and then
Sweeter time.
orange.
Question.
Another question for Matt.
Yeah.
Have a Dragon Ball.
Hey Matt, what's the deal with Otahana and Liliana? Are they friends or are they
It's good.
friends?
What?
Okay, I'll ask you a real one.
What? That was a half serious question though, wasn't it?
No, it was like mostly serious. No, it was very serious. But also, I'll ask you a different one. But also,
You never know. I thought that for a second.
Why did you choose those specific people to appear at the war meeting? Did you consider bringing in Vex, Pike, Gilmore, Scanlan, or anyone else?
Whoa.
But also just think about my Otahana question. I'm just asking.
I'm going to start pulling while you answer this.
Yeah.
Blue. One, Cassandra is a very important part of Whitestone, and hadn't yet had an opportunity to encounter the group and would be present for such a war room meeting without having to be jetting around for other opportunities as much as Vex would. And since Vex is kind of pulled away, Vex, I figured, would be out and about.
I have a question.
For Pike, I don't see Pike as being as interested in, the political plotting of things, and probably work more of as a support or to help make things happen once other people make plans. And Scanlan is also the furthest I could think of as somebody who would want to get involved in the plotting stages of this at the moment.
Those were just examples
Of course,
as well.
of course.
Just naming other influential.
Frog.
I get that.
Influential individuals. I was wondering just why those, like Alora and Vilna, why not?
It's on the council.
Or anything like that. Just curious.
No, well, at the same point, like, they were the figures who would be the most readily available and able to get there on a moment's notice to start making these sort of plots and would be interested in being part of that conversation. Kima, probably not as interested in, like, I need to be at that table right now. She's like, Allura, honey, you got this. So I think that's kind of my reasoning.
Good answers.
Taliesin also has a question.
I am
question for Taliesin.
You may
Give me another one of them
move
Dragon
while
Ball.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to eat half of mine?
Sure.
It's gross.
Isn't that gross?
Eat my Dragon
I
Ball.
liked it.
It's okay.
Double blue. If I wasn't second to last.
Better than the
I'd-
pizza.
It's better than the pizza. That pizza is
My
hate.
hands are sticky. I hate it.
Yep.
Did Ashton consider leaving, or were they determined to stay no matter what?
Ashton considered seeing if they would leave. So, because that's what happened last time, and that no, that's not for you, and that's kind of easier.
Wait, what was the question?
Did Ashton consider leaving? And it's like no, because then it would be on them. So it's much easier to just see if everyone else is going to leave, because then that's their fault. But yeah, actually, honestly, this was enough of a wake up to be like, no more of that.
My story lore says, where am I? Oh, I looked in the
you're
wrong
yellow.
area. I'm in the
Gummy Hills.
Gummy Hills.
The Gummy Gooch?
The Gummy Hills is actually going through a bit of a renaissance. They just added a new art gallery that features old stale gummy bears that have become too hard to eat.
Oh.
And you have to chip the arms off so they have a winged victory. Gummy bear. They have a thinker
Blood eagle
gummy
in the
bear.
back.
There's a blood eagle gummy bear. And there's a David with a huge gummy member just hanging out.
A gummy de Milo.
They're appreciating the art.
Gummy de Milo, wasn't
the
there?
Gummy Hills.
That episode about that?
about the Gummy DeMilo.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was awesome. You're right.
That's good. Purple.
a blood eagle.
I think I also now do a thing.
Oh yeah, here you
Do a
go.
thing. Oh
Do a
boy.
thing. Do a thing.
I do a thing.
All right.
Oh,
What?
Okay.
Fucking.
Where am I? Oh, licorice lagoon. Okay.
What is that?
Licorice Falls? Lagoon?
Coins with just a hint
Of salt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's crushed licorice.
Yeah.
I'll go in on that.
The licorice lagoon was never the same after the incident. And you see, that incident was, you see they were trying to drill for precious resources in the licorice lagoon. And they had a bit of a spill. A bit of a
Licorice spill?
bit of a licorice spill, and Dawn Soap had to get involved to
Dawn
rinse
Soap? Oh.
to rinse off
The wildlife.
all the wildlife, all the peeps. All the peeps were just coated in licorice. All the chocolate bunnies, just coated. It was disastrous. You should have seen it.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
We're just eating plastic.
It's hard.
The
It's hard
full-
to
Omar's not
licorice
eating
off
any
of
of
a
this
peep.
Off of a peep, off of a peep duck.
Now, here's the thing. I like black licorice.
It's not better.
This feels like a trick you play on someone who likes black licorice.
That is, you know,
We're gonna get so many
I've
candy
eaten-
confectionery
I've eaten-
companies angry at us.
I've eaten
Look,
checker
we're
pieces.
just adding them up.
But what's best is to be
Tootsie Pop, Owl's angry at me.
firm, with just a hint of salt.
Maybe that's for like people that
I
really
mean,
love licorice and they're like, I need
Heyo.
salt in my.
2 yellows.
Who do we know?
Oh,
No,
Oh, no, you didn't land there.
no, I didn't land there. 2. I'm behind.
Insignificant square,
Look at that.
bitch.
Yeah, it's not great.
Taliesin, you're up.
All right.
I'm sure it's great for some folk. And
Green.
Congratulations if you enjoy it. This
My
is,
mom
This
loves
is making
licorice.
me sad. I love
That's all
black
I got.
licorice. This
Here,
isn't
I
black
gotta-
licorice.
I wanna.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
enjoy the
I
paint
actually
train?
like it, but
You're
that,
up.
I
I'm
don't
up.
know about that.
Oh my God. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes!
Too much for
I
me.
got a thing.
Oh, you got a.
Does that move
cinnamon
me
roll.
backwards if I? Oh, who's in
Yeah.
the lead now, bitches?
Oh.
One-way
Urine-
ticket to Chocolate Mountain.
Urine takes the lead.
All right. We gotta take him out.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
2 purples.
No, Grandma.
I don't know how
apparently
to
someone's
lose.
been hooking up with Grandma Gooey. Is all I'm saying.
1,
Grandma Gooey
2.
is the worst.
I got a question.
Oh,
Query. This is
I am
so.
going the right way right
Yes,
you
you
are
are.
doing this correctly.
This is chaos.
I mean,
just shoots a ladder.
Google Maps has a lot of questions right now.
that. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get that flavor out of my mouth for a
Nope.
while.
Until we hit another story thing.
You want
Yeah,
another Dragon Ball in your mouth to help?
maybe. Yeah.
Don't think they would work well together.
4 stars.
4 stars.
Get all 7 together and wish for this flavor to be gone.
Oh.
Hey, Marisha.
Yes.
What was it like to be in Delilah's old lab and encounter the ghosts of Delilah's evil?
Oh,
Laudna
man.
even allowed the ghosts to attack her to vent their frustration.
Yeah.
That was pretty dark.
That was so dark. It was, I think you could have gone more dark. I was half expecting it to be like Laudna's parents.
Oh, shit.
And it wasn't. So you stuck with the disgruntled servant staff.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm sure it could still get darker.
well, the
but-
ghosts that were in there are the ones that died within that laboratory. There are many people who died in different places on Whitestone due to the Briarwoods, and so the ones that haunted you there were the ones that were specific to that location.
Yeah.
I want to know more about
Yeah.
that location.
Yeah.
I want to know more.
All right, my turn.
Yeah, I think
Would
so.
you like to know more?
Red.
Starship Troopers.
Red. Go. Man, I suck at this.
Yeah, you don't get Asian.
Red.
Real bad.
You'll never catch me.
Lore.
Lore sock.
Lore sock. And
Sock
here,
And new snacks.
new snack. It's
A
Naruto
Naruto
themed.
Gummy ramen
ramen?
kits.
What?
Why?
I'm not doing
I'm opening that shit. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Why,
You got it.
why do we have to keep making gummy
Gummy
foods
ramen?
that aren't?
Because our civilization is sick and shouldn't survive.
Okay,
This
wait,
is
what's
this
your
is the
lore?
follow Roman in a can right here. This is your
It
expression.
looks like.
I want to see this.
Oh.
Show camera.
Yeah, hold it.
Oh, Eric. Oh.
Those are just noodles. Normal,
Just
unassuming
noodles.
noodles.
Oh God, no.
Okay, go ahead, Laura.
no.
You know, there's an old myth about Licorice Lagoon.
Uh-huh.
I got noodled.
Like,
Come on, give me those noodles.
Well, there's an old myth about Licorice Lagoon. You know why the Peppermint Pass doesn't run through it anymore? more. Way back when they were laying the Peppermint Pass, they were trying to figure out their way across Licorice Lagoon, but it's treacherous, treacherous land. Many things sink in, never to be seen again. One man attempted, had himself a graham cracker caboose.
Oh, yeah, good.
Still to this day, you can hear it should be a toot, but it's graham crackers. So it's more of a deep in the hills.
Yes.
Amazing.
Show me that
Your
graham
turn,
cracker
my noodles.
caboose.
Here's your noodles, man.
Give me the card that takes me to the promised land. Oh, I'm jumping. Da, 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 da. Boop. It's only a matter of time.
This is bullshit.
I'm gonna get you.
No.
I'm gonna get you,
No.
get you.
One day or another.
All right, making my way to the
Matt,
ice palace.
Jesus. Just so fucking
Awful.
I'll keep
pull a
it.
card, Mr.
It looks
Mercer.
wet. Is it wet?
It feels a little slimy.
Ah!
Oh god.
It feels a little grandma gooey.
Look at that!
Eat it.
It's not noodles! Not noodles!
God!
Oh, that's extremely not great.
Candy is meant to be seen, not tasted.
It's your turn, Matt. Pull a card.
Not good.
Oh God, I can smell
Wait,
it.
you gotta do the egg.
2 blues.
On the internet. One would
Blue.
Is this supposed to be like the
Blue.
trash?
Narrative. Pull from the green, and we also see what's next on the in hell.
Actually, I think the book's in the blue there, so I think I'm not.
Oh no!
I think I'm safe there.
You know what? It touches both.
Why are
It's
you
both. All right, I'll let it go.
so far behind?
I'll let it go. Because I suck.
You suck at Candyland.
Just get Matt.
I've actually had one
perfection.
of these
It's fine.
before, right? And I actually kind of enjoy these.
I'm gonna try this egg.
Not many people know about.
Gummy taco.
People know this about. There's no current ruler.
Wait, what?
Are you in an in-betweenus?
I am. I'm.
Are you in the gooch
Oh,
of
it'll be on the
Candyland?
name. Where are you?
I'm in the gooch of Gummy Hill and Gingerbread House.
He's in the
Gummy
candy
Hill's a
tank.
place. Gingerbread House is a location, so I think you're in the Gummy Hills, or you're in the headlands of the Gummy Hills.
The Gummy Grundle.
Oh. Quick, Henny leader.
There's no rules to Candyland. It's a
Not many
lawless
people
land.
know this about Grandma Gooey.
Already, I'm out. It's a true
But
power
much to her embarrassment, no, I'm not gonna. No.
Yes, there's no stop. There is only go.
Sorry.
Oh, gross.
Her namesake meant that as the years went on, she couldn't allow herself to become less gooey. So she had to. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. It's fine.
I felt it decaying.
This candy taco that is certainly.
What the fuck is this?
It's kind
It's
of
a candy taco. It's actually it's a gummy taco.
the shell
so
not
it's
edible?
all different gummies. No, it's the shell's just like to hold it together.
No, dude. Take a bite, bro.
So gross. These are.
Bite right in.
Go for it. Go for it.
You just bite all things squishes.
Just pick one.
Pick at it. This one. This looks more promising. A little raspberry.
Oh, how'd that get in?
My insulin levels are going to be through the fucking roof.
What are you talking about, Taliesin? This is still dog shit.
I haven't had one in years. Let me see.
It's actually kind of nice.
You picked the wrong one. You can't pick the one that looks normal. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna take a green spoon.
Taliesin, you're up.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I was saying like.
Oh.
Finish your
I
grandma lore.
abandoned that one. No. People know about Grandma Gooey, but her late husband was responsible for building the great chocolate gooey dam that held up the reservoir. And but 20 years ago, its terrible construction caused it to collapse and flood the great Candylands.
Oh no.
Over 4,000 people lost their lives.
4,000!
Yes.
Jesus.
Wait, did that help lead to the ecological disaster in Licorice Lagoon that what's his name? Lord Licorice was pinned with?
Which motivated the Duke of Swirl's power grab and
Not legally.
sucralose leak into the ice cream balls.
It's all connected.
It's all connected.
Son of a bitch. Did I just go backwards?
Probably.
God damn it! Do I have to?
Yes.
Oh,
what is that?
It's a double popsicle.
Yep. Sometimes you get the double popsicle.
Sometimes you get the double popsicle.
Oh man, this is not good. Why do I keep eating it?
Oh, I get a question.
Yep.
Question.
All right, go.
All right.
I'm so close.
Flip
Better
forward.
than regular pickles.
Wait, is there
What?
more candy?
I don't like pickles.
There is one more.
What?
Don't like pickles?
No, I
He
don't like
doesn't
things that
like
are briny.
There is one more candy.
Why did Laudna want to make a doll of Ashton for Ashton? What would you
or-
have done with it if you hadn't given it to them?
4.
For Ashton. I was fully just yes-anding Matt in that moment and just trying, because I didn't know what I was going to do. The whole game started and I was like, maybe Laudna tries to boardor Ashton. Maybe Laudna pulls a Fern, but then Fern tried to boardor Ashton. So I'm like, well, I was just rolling with it. And then feeding off of just what Delilah said, where she was like, oh, he's a child. And I always envisioned Laudna's relationship with Delilah, where like, it's hard to manipulate someone who doesn't inherently come with malice. So she's not gonna get the cues. So she's like, he doesn't know who he is, he's a child. And so Laudna interprets that as like, oh, well, children like toys, so I should make a toy. And then I didn't know, I was like, okay, I'm either gonna make this doll and take my anger out on it and like crush its skull, or I'm going to give it to Ashton. And I was just honestly
Us two
feeling
should save it for.
very much feeling it out as it went.
You can make very effective voodoo dolls.
Yeah,
Did you?
My turn?
yeah.
Oh man.
Double green.
Every second.
Double green. One,
1,
two.
2.
Lore. Which also means the final candy.
Oh God.
Y'all went through that
Final
stuff.
candy.
We did.
Does that look like?
Why?
No, it's not.
It's gone. Wow,
It's
it was empty.
not candy Easy Mac.
I
That is
wouldn't
not-
stay in the gingerbread house after dark. You want to know why?
I kind of do.
Oh God, because it's filled with fucking mac and cheese gummies. It's where
Wait,
they
wait.
store them since the factory blew up.
Are they
10 years
gummies?
ago.
Or is it just mac and cheese?
What hath science wrought? The Industrial Revolution and its consequences.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
We should return to the sea.
I had worse things in my
Oh.
fraternity.
They say when you don't look at them, they shift. They move and crawl closer.
I love that the sticker says sealed for your protection.
Yeah.
Just don't
Open it.
You don't understand.
Yeah, fuck
We
your
lost
warnings.
10 people sealing them away. Bury them deep.
Shoot her!
Shoot in the building.
Oh, God.
Why?
Oh!
They're like orange slices.
You ever seen calf brains before?
Oh my God.
You're up.
No, I just went. I had to double green, Travis.
Okay.
Oh, that's me.
Take
okay.
a moment from your mac and cheese.
Oh!
Oh, I'm so confused by this. It's very confusing.
The crew.
No!
Crew hates us. What is it?
No, I can't go back that far. Do I have to go back again?
Yeah.
Blue
Oh, yeah.
Star. I was so close to winning.
Oh my God, I'm not in last place.
Damn it. You're up.
Oh God.
Oh.
Marisha.
Oh, what?
I'm not. No.
Oh, they're like greasy.
1, 2. Okay, Matt, you're up.
Ma'am, like, here's the thing. Gummy candy was my favorite candy up until tonight.
Same. That's why
Yeah,
I haven't
hard
eaten
same.
any of that
Hard
bullshit.
No.
It's yours
Smell
now.
it.
Oh, God, no.
Who's up?
Matt. I
Yep.
just went.
Cupcake.
Cupcake.
Oh, cup.
Cut up. Okay, good this.
It's way back here.
Bum, bum, ba, bum.
That's what you get for saying something mean about gummies.
That's true.
Orange. Yeah. I'm slow and steady.
Me.
Yep.
This is where I plot my comeback with a big fatty green. Question.
Query.
No, I moved the wrong person. Shit. No, never mind.
Oh, are you not
I
a
lied.
question?
No, I'm a licorice swirl. I'm good.
Oh, that means you have to eat another coin.
No.
Wow. That's actually a dark way to
I
play
will
this.
not.
Oh.
The speed run to diabetes version.
Lore.
Lore.
Game off.
Okay.
That's not working.
It is.
Before it was settled. Where am I?
Where are you?
Before I was settled, Chocolate Mountain was home to a prehistoric species of
Ripe with potential.
It was very confusing because it was home to a prehistoric species very closely related to the kiwis. And, you know, thanks to the introduction of some alien chocolate plants, it wiped out all the kiwis of the cacao. Invasive species. Thank you.
No, I like alien plants. No, we got an extraterrestrial candy lord now.
Yeah. Meteor hit, housing some cacaos and
Like a Cadbury egg.
Cacaos.
yeah, housing a Cadbury
Creme
egg.
brulee part of the chocolate
Yeah.
mountain.
And it slowly wiped out all the kiwi birds who also look like kiwis.
Sugar and nonsense.
So what was once fruit is
Like-
now chocolate.
Like dire kiwis or something.
Yeah.
Kiwis.
More lore. Taliesin,
All right.
go.
All right.
One thing people consistently get wrong about the Cupcake Commons is that it's safe. You think commons, you think it's where people gather. But ever since that meteor crashed up in Chocolate Mountain, people have been waking up at strange hours of the night. They've been wandering out towards the ice cream slopes and then vanishing beneath its snowy surface.
Oh, shit.
That's where the bodies have begun to rise to the surface.
Any more
They
questions?
squirm and they glisten.
I will say also, little known fact, the current area, the Ice Palace, is also Candyland's largest supplier of
Weed.
Never mind, it's better than my joke.
Oh, shit.
It's weed.
It's just weed.
just
It's just weed.
It's weed.
It's weed.
Hey, Marisha,
Yeah.
Damn it.
if you could play Keyleth right now,
Your turn.
what would you do? What would be your first order of business? What would be the first thing that you would have her do?
Question.
Oh, well.
I mean, I think she would be very fixated on trying to figure out how to fix backs.
I can fix it.
Double red.
I think she would be like I think she'd be resisting every urge to trounce up through like Elysium and where the gods and shit are, to be like, bitch, fix this.
Yeah.
But knows that she can't do that and has to trust the process.
Trust.
Because she's a leader. She's got bigger responsibilities at play.
Question.
Oh shit. Okay. You have more. So
You're
Me?
how well did Delilah know Ludinus, considering she was once part of the Cerberus Assembly? What does she think of him toying with the gods?
You asked a little bit of that question. I'm not going to answer it.
Oh, I love it.
It might come up in the game.
Too much sugar in his system. He's getting ornery.
Double yellow.
Double yellow.
My favorite thing is when I ask questions that you
Gummy pass. Boom.
You got some sucralose on you.
Ooh, you
using
got that gummy pass.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say I also got some lore.
Lord,
let's
that means
say-
someone has to eat more of the
Not I.
gummy.
So
have some ramen.
Grandma Gooey of the Chocolate Mountain would kill me if they found out I told you this, but they are the main distributor for the most common output of the Ice Palace. They're basically the corner of the weed market. She's running like a low-key mob. It's a whole thing.
That makes
There's
sense,
guns
yeah.
involved. Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Pineapple?
Kind of like Tang.
No.
Tang?
This one.
Wait, was there ramen in my taco?
No, the ramen.
You
It's.
can quote me on that.
Did you get ramen in my
Whose
taco?
turn is it?
And it's your
Whose turn is it? It's my turn.
Yeah, we made it around back to you.
Oh.
Poiple.
Nice.
Sup?
Skip.
Slow and steady.
All right, here it comes. Don't call it a comeback. Double blue! Eat my fucking shorts!
Wait, double blue? Do you move here?
No, there was
this
one
was
and then.
Oh, the dinky
Yellow.
one.
Come on, Taliesin, come on!
Okay.
Okay.
Mad Max Candy Road, baby!
One yellow. There you go. You're up.
All right, come on. Poiple. I don't know why I'm saying that like that. I'm right here with a lore.
Some lore, baby.
I got some lore while we keep going. Oh, we're running out of lore.
You have to eat another coin, Travis.
No, I do not.
It's the rules.
King Candy never visits the Chocolate Mountain, likely because they used to fuck. Yeah, like Grandma Gooey and he used to fuck. Let's make it. They fucked. It's a whole thing now.
Orange.
All right.
I think we also might wrap up soon, so we may just pick the person who's in the lead.
A little further.
Let's finish the game!
Almost there.
Okay,
We're almost there.
Well, Travis, FCG is going to have the group do a scavenger hunt as part of their bonding time.
Omar, Taliesin.
Yeah.
Don't let him eat.
All the candy.
Good eye,
The
Kyle.
good news is there's very little chance he was going to eat one of those coins.
Keep going.
He's like, no.
Travis, you're up.
I'm up.
Is Chetney intrigued by the group activities? Could woodworking be a group bonding activity? Maybe painting wooden toys?
No, it's not a group bonding activity. It's where they all suck and I fucking shine. Group bonding my ass. Although I will help people hold their tools as they carefully craft a masterpiece. Where's this fucking ice cream? It's back here!
Marisha.
I got a double red, but there are no reds, so I just can't.
No, that means
bridge.
Or I
she's
can go
red.
to the bridge.
Boom! The Candy Queen is back in
Candy
this house.
Queen, Candy Queen!
You cheated. It was rigged.
It's Candyland.
Look how dope our Candyland is, guys.
Forget it, Travis. It's Candyland.
Can we
This,
eat it afterwards?
Do you want to?
Yeah,
You feel this?
I called dibs on the popsicle. Oh!
Shout out to Monica who added all of our amazing alterations.
Hell yeah, Monica! Well done!
Nice, Monica!
Yay!
Both tasty looking and dangerous.
This is the prequel to the Ravening War that
Squeeze it.
No.
It's a prequel to
No.
This is like a weird remake of Willy Wonka, where it's like, this whole place is made of food. You can't eat it. Don't eat it. It's, oh my God.
Well, that's all the time we have for Four-Sided Dive. I want to thank Travis, Marisha, and Taliesin, and our fabulous lore keeper, Danny Carr. I guess now I have to clean up after everyone.
Yeah.
You do. Oh, there's
No, stop.
Friends around the table, time to celebrate. It's a party, hit the lights, here we go. Waste the night away with a little escape. It's a chance to lose control. So let's just leave this world behind. Everybody come on, take a dive. One by one we roll the dice, come on.
You there, dear audience member. What day is it? Ah, my ghost buddies have opened my miserly eyes and shown me the true meaning of Four-Sided Dive. Always the same, but no more. No more silly games. No more cold opens. No more googly-eyed broomsticks! No more! No more bits on Four-Sided Dive. You ask your questions for the Tower of Inquiry at crickle.com/tower, but they will be answered in the order they were received!